Hey, Robin, just in time. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's see here. Got my usual routine to go through. Ahem. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the January 12th, 2022 episode of Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Strawbunny Slime, aka Mocha, and after an absolutely wonderful little Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise one-off 4 days ago, we're getting back into Morrowind. Which I say a little bit resignedly because, honestly, if I had my way, I'd just keep playing Viva Pinata forever, but I need to get back to Morrowind eventually, right? And I figure all I really need is the one-off for a little bit of an extra energy boost. So, I've got my usual setup to go through, and then we can officially start on the game. Anu and Padme, order and chaos. From their warring, or their loving, came the gods. First, Akatosh, the god of time, and later Lorkhan, whose nature was chaos. For Lorkhan's vision of a world where all could be as Anu and Padme, many gods sacrificed themselves or fled, and this made space and every mortal in it. Men saw the gods' sacrifices as a blessing, for they could admire the world from the eyes of mortals. Elves saw those sacrifices as a curse, binding their immortal souls to weakened forms and fleeting lives. Thus they fought, and the god of the elves, Oriel, struck down the god of men, Lorkhan, tearing him apart to make the moons and fastening his heart to an arrow, loosing it into the sea. But Lorkhan was of Padme, and Padme's chaos has ever brought change. And they say that even now, in times of chaos, those who know to listen may hear the heartbeat of Doom-Drum Lorkhan heralding great change to come. In year 427 of the Third Era, the Emperor of Tamriel sends unto the insular people of Morrowind a candidate for their ancient hero's reincarnation. Us. As the Nerevarine, it is our mission to unite the disparate Ashlander tribes of Morrowind and its three high houses under a single banner to stop the coming of Dagoth-Ur and to rid the land of the blight and the soul sickness. This act has been done. The Ashlander tribes stand united in their choice for Nerevarine, and the three high houses of Morrowind have declared us their Hortator. Faced now with the ire of the Ordinators and the Tribunal Temple, we find ourselves summoned to the holy city of Vivec to speak with the god for which it was named, hoping, through his knowledge, to find the tools once used to siphon power from the heart of Lorkhan, that we may turn that same power against Dagoth-Ur. It's about the smoothest I think I've ever done that. Alright, Sariani, let's talk. Last time I was here, I broke in through that door. Got in a bit of trouble with the guards. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Headphones? Being a little... Hold on a second. Sorry, folks. There we go. My headphones have a little volume slider on one ear, but it only seems to work when I'm tabbed out of Morrowind, so that's a bit of a bother. But, you know. Hopefully my voice sounds clear without being too loud compared to the music. So yeah, Sariani here actually wanted us to come and talk with him, I believe. The Archcanon is in his private quarters and he wants to speak with me, but I must avoid confrontations with the Ordinators. Well, we completely failed that. I got caught trying to pick this door's lock several times and just paid the fine every time. Kind of a cop-out way to resolve the problem, but as long as I'm in. Didn't want to have to keep reloading just to get that door open without any bit of a struggle. So, just equip a proper weapon. Have a quick chat with Sariani here. Thank you for coming, Mocha Ole. You know the Temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. Perhaps it is time to change that doctrine. The Temple must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with Imperial intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But you have been chosen Hortator and Nerevarine by the Dunmer people, and we have reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened Sixth House. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. Our situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivek himself. He has asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? Yes, I will meet with Vivek because I really don't see any other way to deal with the Tools of Kagranak situation. Good. Here are 2 keys. One to the private back entrance to my quarters, the other to a locked entrance to Lord Vivek's palace. I regret that at present the Ordinators are not completely under my control, so for now I'll ask you to avoid confrontations with them. Lord Vivek is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient, but perhaps it would be better not to keep him waiting. First off, yeah, Vivek is alive, and second, yeah, this is a big deal. We're meeting basically one of the 3 big gods of Morrowind's, well, current at least, religious pantheon. So we've got to look our best. Doesn't want to tell me about Vivek, though. Or the Ordinators, so, alright. That's fine, I guess. Let's see about that hidden back entrance, huh? Because we were told about it, but I never actually found where it was. So here's the Hall of Wisdom. I'm hearing footsteps. Who's tippy-tapping? It was this door the whole time. Really? Like, actually... No, it's not. Hold on. It's not me tippy-tapping. I'm not doing that. Wait, it's someone downstairs. Yeah, okay, here we go. It's an Ordinator. Just avoid confrontations. Don't talk to them and everything will be fine. Vivek Hyphane. Ah, okay. This is the door we were supposed to be using. Lesson learned. Hold on. Does this guy have any cool books lying around? Nothing so far. I was hoping for one of the 36 sermons of Vivek, but I guess not. I guess we're not that lucky. So out to the Temple District.
I have no time for you, Orc.
Once again, that beautiful sky overhead. Alright, let's see if this key works for this door, or if there's another. That answers that. I expected you. We have business, you and I. When I was young like you, I was very impatient. So I will keep our business short. Then, later, there may be time for other things. First, I propose to remove my curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, and proclaim to all Morrowind that Mocha Ole is the incarnate and Nerevarine, the prophesied savior of Morrowind, and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth-Ur and the Sixth House. These things I will do, whether you wish or not. Next, I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth-Ur. You may choose to refuse. I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept the gift, then do with it as you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath, then keep it or break it as you like. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? I don't know why I would be able to say maybe it depends. Speaking as someone who understands the significance of Wraithguard, like for gameplay purposes, not even story purposes, we need this, so yes. Good. Sensible of you. And now, will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor, to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth-Ur, and the preservation of Morrowind and its people? Yes, I so swear. Not very sensible, but very good. I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitations about making such an oath. You will now have a brief, momentary sensation of time passing. Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It will be over before you know it. Now I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. We have time for questions if you like, or you may leave, as you wish. But I think there are at least 2 things you ought to know before you leave. How to use Wraithguard, and how to defeat Dagoth-Ur. Robin is a 50% translucent spirit. That's pretty cool. To defeat Dagoth-Ur, go to Red Mountain to recover the artifact hammer Sunder from Gate Citadel Veminal. Yeah, I'd like to talk with you about what the fuck you printed in those 36 sermons. Then recover the artifact blade Keening from Gate Citadel Odrasal. Then proceed with Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagoth-Ur. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Lorkhan. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection to the Heart, and he will be destroyed, and the Blight ended on Morrowind. To destroy Dagoth-Ur, you must sever his connection with the Heart of Lorkhan. To do this, strike the heart with the artifact hammer Sunder once. Then strike the heart more than once with the artifact blade Keening. You must wear Wraithguard, because you cannot handle either Sunder or Keening unless you are wearing Wraithguard. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is the long, detailed explanation, written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. Tell me about Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur is the former Lord High Counselor of House Dagoth. He was of Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer, and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be a highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears, by turns, lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Tell me about the council? Or your council? You need to know where is Dagoth-Ur, what are Dagoth-Ur's plans, who are Dagoth-Ur's servants, who is Dagoth-Ur, what are his powers, what is known about his defenses, how can you prepare for battle against Dagoth-Ur, and who can help. Okay. Let's start with who can help. Ordinators and buoyant armigers stationed at Ghostgate have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside the Ghost Fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. How can I prepare for battle against him? Prepare for war. Beyond the Ghost Fence, there are no safe places, no allies. Stockpile resources. Plan for retreat and replenishment. Quest for artifacts of power. I have a Daedric katana. I think that's probably fine. What is known about Dagoth-Ur's defenses? Confer with the Ordinators and buoyant armigers garrisoning Ghostgate for the latest information about the defenses of the citadels of Dagoth-Ur and his heart-white kin. What are his powers? He is able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh, and the flesh of his followers, evolves towards a mutable magical form. Dagoth-Ur and the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Who are Dagoth-Ur's servants? Chief among his servants are his 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful heart-wights and cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but always are revived at the heart. Somehow, Dagoth-Ur has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them, or perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. What are his plans? We know nothing for sure, but we have learned much from interrogating 6th House cultists and victims of dream compulsions, and from our study of Dagoth-Ur's actions. The temple scholars and inquisitors have prepared a document, Dagoth-Ur's plans, that summarizes what we know or suspect. Take this copy. It is also available in my library. You have a library? Wait. I want your trust and willing cooperation, so I've had the priests make copies of a number of documents. They're here for you to read or take with you. Take a look at them. Help yourself. Much appreciated. Finally, where is Dagoth-Ur exactly? I have a feeling, but Dagoth-Ur has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, the place under Red Mountain, where the heart of Lorkhan lies. It is there, or nearby, that he is constructing a new god, Akulakhan, also known as Second Numidium. The significance of the name Numidium is presently lost to us. I will be happy to explain it in due time, but for now, was there anything else we needed to ask? Oh, yes. Tell me about Red Mountain. In my library, I have made available 2 conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. My own true account, and another false account common amongst the Ashlanders and preserved in the Apocrypha. I don't care whether you believe my account or not. I leave it up to you to judge which is true. Alright, let's see about books, huh? Well, books such as they are, they seem more like pieces of paper. Yeah, there's a little bit of bias in Vivek saying my own true account. Oh my god, there's a lot to this. Do I read all of this? This is a lot. Feels like it would take an hour. Give me a second to see if the others are any shorter. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's a lot of this, huh? Alright. I'll read these until I get bored. First, the plan to defeat Dagoth-Ur. For the past 20 years, the Tribunal have tried unsuccessfully to execute this plan. However, we failed because we were required to stage an assault and simultaneously maintain the Ghost Fence to prevent the threatened large-scale breakout of Dagoth-Ur's blighted hosts. With the Nerevarine leading the assault and the Tribunal free to devote their full energies to maintaining the Ghost Fence, this plan has a greater chance of success. Unfortunately, however, the loss of the artifacts Sunder and Keening, and the recent increase in Dagoth-Ur's strength, poses new problems for the execution of the plan. Therefore, our proposed plan has the following 5 phases. 1. A series of aggressive raids to scout inside the Ghost Fence. 2. a series of aggressive raids to neutralize Dagoth-Ur's... Remove the Pinata mod from Morrowind. Yeah, sorry to disappoint. I'll probably be playing Viva Pinata again at some point in the future, but I just wanted it as a one-off for now. Series of aggressive raids to neutralize Dagoth-Ur's Ash Vampire kin and recover artifacts from the bodies of his kin. Artifacts? What does that entail? 3. An assault of Gate Citadel Veminal to neutralize Dagoth Vemin and recover the artifact Hammer Sunder. 4. An assault of Gate Citadel Odrasal to neutralize Dagoth Odros and recover the artifact Blade Keening. 5. An assault of Citadel Dagoth with the artifacts Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection to the heart of Lorkhan and thus to destroy Dagoth-Ur. Phase 1. Raids inside the Ghost Fence. Tribunal, Ordinators, and Buoyant Armigers are familiar with the terrain and will provide maps and current intelligence reports. The region inside the Ghost Fence is dangerous. I know that. I had to escort someone through it, and she died of very mysterious circumstances that had nothing at all to do with me not paying attention to where she was. The Nerevarine will need to be familiar with its particular challenges. After measuring skills and resources against Dagoth-Ur's defenses, the Nerevarine will know better how to pace a campaign, alternating raids with improving skills, getting better equipment, and stockpiling resources. So what they're saying, hey Roxy, good to see ya. Or no, would it be... Is it Cameron right now? Who is it? Phase 2. Raids upon Ash Vampire Citadels. Dagoth-Ur's kin have become markedly more powerful in recent decades after remaining stable for... Okay. Well, good to see ya. Becoming markedly more powerful in recent decades after remaining stable for thousands of years. If they can be individually isolated... DMing is rough, especially when it comes down to Morrowind lore. Good God. There's a lot of this stuff. This is just the first of like 4 different quote-unquote pages of paper. If they can be individually isolated and destroyed, they will not be able to support Dagoth-Ur in later stages of the war. It may also be that the dramatic increase in their power comes from items enchanted by Dagoth-Ur. Okay. Got it. Assault on Gate Citadel Veminal. Essential to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Vemin has possession of Sunder, and probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments. He may also have access to notebooks and journals of Kagrenak that have survived in the Dwemer workshops of Veminal. Assault on Gate Citadel Odrasal. Essential to recover the artifact Blade Keening for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Odros has possession of Keening and probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments, etc., etc. Phase 5. Assault on Citadel Dagoth. All the previous stages are preparations for this stage. Recent expeditions show Citadel Dagoth has undergone extensive expansion. The location will need to be explored carefully. The known route to the Heart Chamber will be well defended. Alternative routes may exist. Dagoth-Ur will have anticipated our plan to destroy him by attacking the Heart. He will almost certainly personally oppose approach to the Heart Chamber. Together, the Tribunal could not defeat him, and he has grown stronger since then. Admittedly, the Tribunal had the distraction of maintaining the Ghost Fence simultaneous with fighting Dagoth-Ur, but even so, the challenge seems daunting. The adoption of this phased campaign... Oh yeah, they have a new taco pass, don't they? The adoption of this phased campaign seems to offer the best chances for success. In retrospect, the Tribunal's decision to directly assault Citadel Dagoth rather than proceed step by step through lesser objectives must be seen to have been a serious error. The Tribunal did not feel it had the option of a slow-paced and deliberate campaign, given that they had many other competing priorities, not the least of which was the maintenance of the Ghost Fence and the outer defenses surrounding Red Mountain. This is a slog. This is not an interesting passage. Nerevarine best served by a careful step-by-step advance, additional advantage of building confidence along the way. Okay, employing Kagrenak's tools against Dagoth-Ur. The source of Dagoth-Ur's supernatural power is the heart of Lorkhan. The heart is also the source of the Tribunal's divine powers. Gonna let that sink in for a second. During mythic times, the gods took and hid Lorkhan's heart beneath Red Mountain as a punishment for creating the mortal plane. The Dwemer discovered the heart while building underground colonies. High Craft Lord Kagrenak created enchanted tools intended to tap the power of the heart. The War of the First Council was fought to prevent this sacrilege. Kagrenak's use of these tools and the disappearance of the Dwemer race marked the end of the war. Kagrenak's tools were recovered by Lord Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur was left to guard the tools while Nerevar came to consult with us, his advisors. In Nerevar's absence, Dagoth-Ur experimented with the tools upon the heart and was corrupted. We returned to discover a deranged Dagoth-Ur who refused to turn over the tools. When he attacked us, we drove him away. Left Red Mountain. That's a good question. I think the current GDQ run for GeoGuessr, like the speed run forward, is just get to exactly the correct location and identify exactly where they are as quickly as possible. I think that's how it works. GeoGuessr, though. That's weird. That is weird. Left Red Mountain with the tools. Subsequently, Sotha Sil discovered their secrets. Collectively, we used the tools to establish a connection with the heart, enabling ourselves to transform our mortal natures. Thus, we became the Tribunal. Dagoth-Ur had survived our attacks, and without the tools, in a manner not well understood, Dagoth-Ur also managed to establish a connection with the heart and to transform himself into an immortal being. Our plan to destroy Dagoth-Ur also runs the risk of destroying the Tribunal. The plan is to permanently disrupt Kagranak's enchantments upon the heart, severing connections with Dagoth-Ur and ourselves, and rendering us all once again mortal. A mortal Kagranak may then be destroyed by mundane means. The loss of godhood and the possible death of the Tribunal are judged a necessary risk and sacrifice. I think they got that wrong. Mortal Kagranak. I think they meant mortal Dagoth-Ur may then be destroyed by mundane means. The normal procedure for establishing connection with the heart is a 3-step process. The wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the hammer Sunder, causing the heart to produce a pure tone. Then the wearer of the Wraithguard strikes the heart with the blade Keening, shattering the pure tone into a prism of tone shades. These tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard, giving him an immortal and divine nature. The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals required to perform the 3rd step. Fuck you guys. Instead, the Nerevarine will strike the heart with Keening for a 2nd time, causing its tones to diverge into unstable patterns of interference. Further, repeated strikes with Keening will further disrupt the tones, with the ultimate result of shattering and dispelling Kagranak's original enchantments binding the heart, thereby severing the heart's links with Dagoth-Ur and with any surviving heart wights and with the Tribunal. Destroying Kagranak's enchantments on the heart will also stop the corrupt effusion of the heart's divine power and end the blight on Morrowind. So it's the heart that's causing the blight, it sounds like. I wonder if I could mod Hollow Knight music into this. Probably wouldn't be difficult. The Nerevarine may be tempted to steal the power of the heart. Dagoth-Ur and Sotha Sil alone know this secret. Dagoth-Ur may, in extremity, propose to teach the Nerevarine to use Kagranak's tools to become a god. We doubt that the Nerevarine is fool enough to trust Dagoth-Ur and are content to take this risk. Be warned, the Nerevarine cannot safely equip either Keening or Sunder unless wearing Wraithguard. The Nerevarine will be injured every moment while holding either of these artifacts unless protected by Wraithguard. Persistence will be rewarded with death. Okay. If Nerevarine can equip an item while not wearing Wraithguard and receive no injury, the item is a counterfeit. This, I would like to note, is a cut content piece. The bit about a counterfeit Sunder or Keening is cut. That's not relevant. I don't know why it's still here, but there's actual, like, this was such a long-running thing for development that Dagoth-Ur actually has dialogue lines where he makes fun of you for getting the false Sunder. What is it exactly? It's not so much angry as just for emphasis, but, I mean, it's the best I can do when I can't gesture with my hands. Yet. Maybe someday I'll get a camera. One last note, Dagoth-Ur must not get a hold of Wraithguard. The Nerevarine must prepare and use a recall or Almsvi intervention if there is any risk of death or capture. Dagoth-Ur will not expect you to destroy Kagranak's enchantments on the heart. He does not know VTuber. That'd be cool, actually. I have no idea how I'd get one of those, but that would be cool. He does not know it is possible, he would not do it himself, and he knows we have never tried it. He will not believe anyone would want to sacrifice the promise of such power. Further advancement in House Dagoth, as in all great houses, is by challenge and confrontation within the hierarchy. The Nerevarines' challenges and defeats of an Ash Vampire and battles with the 6th House will be viewed in that light. Little Bob and Halo. Yeah, it would be cute. Dagoth-Ur and his kin may assume the Nerevarines' ambition is to control the heart. Given that assumption, it is only reasonable that the Nerevarine would try to defeat each of Dagoth-Ur's subordinates in turn, working up to Dagoth-Ur. If the Nerevarine can defeat Dagoth-Ur and control the heart, so much the better, but logically the Nerevarine would wish to rise as high in the hierarchy as possible before cutting a deal with the head of the house. Dagoth should try to recruit the Nerevarine into House Dagoth. It may be possible to pretend to join him, then betray him. However, any attempt to deceive him will be very risky. House Dagoth has a tradition of subterfuge and treachery. Subterfuge? Subterfuge and treachery. And because he is a deceiver, he will expect deception. We place no compulsion upon the Nerevarine to adhere to the plans described here. We believe that they offer the best chance of destroying Dagoth but we have also chosen to place our trust in the Nerevarines' judgment and skill. Frankly, we see no alternative. If there are doubts or questions, speak with Vivek. He has agreed to serve as the Nerevarines' guide and counselor for this campaign. It may be that if the Nerevarine succeeds, the tribunal will not survive. Such sentiments as might have been expressed at the tribunal should in that case be addressed to the land and the people of Morrowind. May the happy convergence of fortune and prayer meet in our destiny. On behalf of Lady Almalexia and Lord Sothasil, Vivek. Okay. So Vivek wrote that, which means I don't really know how much we can trust, but, you know. Oh, speaking of, if anyone wanted to see Vivek that was not here for me to, like, approach and communicate with the centermost god of the Morrowind Tribunal, who is shorter than me? Dude's small. How about that? I'm taller than Vivek is. Haha, Godlet. Colt. Thank you. Alright, so we've got 3 more pages to read. The Battle of Red Mountain, the rise and fall of the Tribunal. The following is a transcript of the words of Lord Vivek, addressed to a dissident priest, Malur Omain, who confronted Vivek with the Ashlander traditions surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain and with prophecies of the Nerevarine. Ah, Jesus Christ. We've already read an account of this exact story. Battle of Red Mountain, birth of the Tribunal, prophecies of a Nerevar reborn. The Chimer abandoned the herds and tents of their nomadic ancestors and built the first great houses. Loved the Daedra, worshipped them. Our brethren, the Dwemer, scorned the Daedra and mocked our rituals, preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. The Chimer and Dwemer were at bitter war until the Nords came and invaded Resdayn. Only then did the Chimer and Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out the invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Chimer and Dumak of the Dwemer, who had come to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their peoples. In that time, I, Vivek, was but a junior counselor to Nerevar, and Nerevar's queen Almalexia and his other favorite counselor, Sothasil, always doubted that such a peace might long survive, given the bitter disputes between Chimer and Dwemer. This is actually a little interesting to me. I'm not reading this whole thing, obviously, but that part is interesting to me, the fact that Nerevar was actually the one in charge of all of this. Because every other bit of story we read so far suggested it was the other way around, that Vivek was in charge of matters, and it sounds instead like Vivek often sought Nerevar's counsel instead of the other way around. So we can at least say with relative certainty that that part of the 36 sermons was complete bullshit. Thanks, Vivek. Anyway, bitter disputes between them, negotiation and compromise, Nerevar and Dumak managed to preserve a fragile peace, but Dagoth trusted as a friend by both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that Kagranach had discovered the heart of Lorkhan and had learned to tap into its powers and was building a new god. We all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and destroy this threat to Chimer beliefs and security. Nerevar was troubled, he went to Dumak. Kagranach took great offense, asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Nerevar was further troubled, made pilgrimage to Holamayan. Azura confirmed that all Dagoth said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god of the Dwemer should be prevented at all costs. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess had said, we felt our judgments confirmed and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust in friendship, and reminding Nerevar of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Chimer against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. So basically both sides were racist toward each other, and that caused friendship to fall apart. Okay. I mean, obviously there's also something in there about the Dwemer trying to build a false god, but that seems like it takes a back seat. Nerevar went back to Vardenfell one last time, tried one more time for negotiations, and then they had an argument and went to war. Dwemer were defended by their fortress at Red Mountain. Nerevar's cunning drew most of their armies out into the field and pinned them there, while Nerevar and a small group of companions made their way into the Heart Chamber by secret means, met Dumak the Dwarf King, and both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. Dumak was defeated, Kagranach was threatened by Dagoth and the others, turned his tools upon the heart. Nerevar said he saw Kagranach and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. In that instant, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace, with, we now know, one exception. But Kagranak's tools remained. Dagoth seized them, carried them to Nerevar, saying we should destroy them right away. Nerevar conferred with his queen and his generals, asked the tribunal what to do with them. Dagoth stayed behind until Nerevar returned. Told us all what had transpired. When Nerevar said the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, Heart of Lorkhan held wondrous powers. Only later did we hear from others present that Dagoth elbow deep in so much bullshit that the attempted creation of a false god is a footnote. Yeah, I'd like to talk more about that, but that actually happened in the game before this one. Or at least, that false god was most relevant to the game before this one. Only later did we hear from others present Dagoth had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal, and no one knows for sure what really happened there. That's key to what I was about to say, which is that a common interpretation of the lore surrounding the Dwemer's disappearance is that they didn't so much disappear, like cease to exist, as they bound their souls to that false god Numidium. That walking colossus they invented to be a mockery of gods as a concept. A common consensus I've seen among the fandom is that the Dwemer souls are sort of unified with that creation, that device. So that's where they disappeared to. And technically that did make them immortal in the process. After hearing Nerevar, we said we should preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Chimer people. Perhaps the Dwemer are not gone forever, merely transported to some distant realm from which they may someday return to threaten our security once again. We need to keep these tools. Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, but was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition, that we would all swear a solemn oath upon Azura that the tools would never be used in the profane manner the Dwemer had intended. Went back to Red Mountain, met with Dagoth who refused to deliver the tools to us, saying they were dangerous and we could not touch them. Seemed to be irrational, insisted that only he could be trusted with them. We guessed he had somehow been affected by his handling, but now I feel sure he had privately learned the powers of the tools and had in some confused way decided he must have them for himself. Then Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Okay, that's how I was supposed to enunciate that. Dagoth and his retainers escaped. We gained the tools, delivered them to Sothasil for study. For some years, we kept the oaths we swore to Azura with Nerevar, but during that time, Sothasil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries, and at last he came to us with a vision of a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles, and health and prosperity for the commoners, and the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides. And dedicating ourselves to this vision of a much better world, sorry about that, Nerevar, we made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain and transformed ourselves with the power of Kagranak's tools like we said we wouldn't to our dear friend and leader. Great job, guys. Give Vivek a little bit of credit, I guess, for at least confessing to this. Azura appeared, cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers of prophecy, she assured us that her champion, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our perfidy and to make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used. Sothasil said, the old gods are cruel and arbitrary and distant from the hopes and fears of Mer. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of the flesh and wise and caring of the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding, inconstant spirit. We are bold and fresh and will not fear you. And then in that moment, all Chimer were changed into Dunmer, and our skins turned ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at that time that this had happened to us, but Azura said, this is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate and the fate of your people. Intense DC crossover event. You have chosen your fate and the fate of your people, and all the Dunmer shall share your fate, from now to the end of time. You think yourselves gods, but you are blind, and all is darkness. And Azura left us alone in darkness, and we were all afraid, but we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build the new world of our dreams. Sunny, hello! This note is basically a recap, according to Vivek, of what happened during the battle at Red Mountain all those years ago that led Vivek and the rest of the tribunal to become gods in the first place. Dunmer were at first afraid of their new faces. Sothasil spoke to them, saying it was not a curse, but a blessing, a sign of their changed natures. A sign of the special favor they might enjoy as new Mer, no longer barbarians, but civilized Mer, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. Okay, Land of Resdayn, new millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity. Are we not going to talk about the slavery, you guys? Are we just glossing over that bit? I feel like that's kind of important as to the whole, like, peace, equity, and prosperity thing you guys are talking about. I feel like the fact that there are slave auctions I'm able to just buy people from is maybe a kind of spinning in the face of your idea a little bit. Dagoth survived beneath Red Mountain, even as that light of our bold new world, yeah, sure, shined ever more brightly. The darkness gathered, darkness close kin to the bright light sowed the silk coax from the heart of Lorkhan. Okay. As the darkness grew, we fought it and crafted walls to confine it. That's referring to the blight, this darkness they're talking about that came from the heart of Lorkhan. We can never destroy it. The source of the darkness was the same source as the source of our own godhood. In these later days of Morrowind, reduced to a subjugated province of the Western Empire, Dark Tide. We are reminded of Azura and her promised champion's return. Hello! We have waited blind and in darkness, mere shadows drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, and in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the Outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old companion Nerevar reborn, or a pawn of the Emperor, or a cat's paw of Azura, or some simple twist of fate, but we insist you adhere to temple doctrine and conform to the strictures dividing the hieroglypha from the apocrypha, and that you not speak that which must not be spoken openly. Act as a dutiful priest should, in accordance with your vows of obedience to the canons and archcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Vivek. Okay, very cool. No power tripping going on here at all. Here's a passage about Dagoth plans. 1. Establish a theocracy in Morrowind based on worship of the newborn god Akulakan, the second Numidium, to be created by Dagoth from the heart of Lorkhan. Good fucking god. Okay, Vivek, do you ever shut up? I know I'm about to die for this, but, like, I need to talk with you at, like, the pointy end of a stick. Check this out. Want to see me get one shot? There we go. Anyway. I just... He's making me read shit. Look at my intelligence stat. That's 40. I don't have time for this. Establish the ancient heirs of the House Dagoth as the god priests of Akulakan and the 6th House of Dagoth as the dominant political power in Morrowind. You know, you could have said in, like, 10 words what you took 1,000 words to say here, guys. They were forced to read scrolls when they were 6. They've never forgotten it. They're inflicting the same punishment on everyone around them. Especially me. How integral is all this reading? Not. Am I already familiar with all this stuff? More or less. We can't actually trust this whole scroll at all because Vivek wrote it, so for all we know, he might be lying about Dagoth. We really don't know who Vivek is as a character, whether he can be trusted or not. 2. Expose the false worship of the tribunal and destroy the authority and political power... This word is pissing me off. Ecclesiastical. Like, good for you on the $10 word there, Michael Kirkbride, but did we need that? Destroy the authority and political power of the temple. Okay. Extirpate all remaining individuals of inferior and mongrel races from Morrowind, drive the Empire out, recover ancient territories stolen by Skyrim and Argonia, extend the worship of Akulakan to all nations of Tamriel. Plans to establish and expand the 6th house. If you're a high fantasy character and you have more than one V in your name, I don't trust you. That's an interesting criterion. Secure Red Mountain against tribunal invaders. Deny tribunal access to the heart. Create passive servants in ever-widening circles around Red Mountain by broadcasting compulsions couched in dream imagery. Okay, so basically make them revere him in dreams. Got it. Next. Expand from smaller bases to other towns and villages. Use assassination and terror to weaken, distract, and disrupt the legions and the Empire and House Hlalu. Inferring Dagoth perspectives. Things on a large time scale, for the most part in the outside of time scale of divine consciousness. He thinks that only obstacles of mythic scale are worth consideration, believes he's fated to rule Morrowind, to free Morrowind of the Empire, and to become the new, hard-loving father of Morrowind. Given that perspective, the only opposing forces Dagoth worries about are the Tribunal, that's them, the Daedra, don't know, the Emperor, who is nowhere to be found, and the Incarnate, me! With the Tribunal's loss of Sunder and Keening, and with the diminishing resources of Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothasil, Dagoth believes he's permanently gained a decisive strategic advantage. On a mortal timescale, the battle may last for centuries, but the outcome is not in doubt. Okay. Myth of dynamic invincibility of the Emperor and the Empire. That's a fancy-ass phrase. What the hell does that mean? Rumors of unrest in Cyrodiil, Emperor's failing health, unsettled question of the line of succession have diminished the scale of that threat. Okay. So basically what they're saying is the Empire and the Emperor have long been considered invincible, but lately we've received intelligence reports that suggest they are not. Got it. Daedra represent no coherent obstacle to Dagoth because they are gods that did not join themselves to the world during its creation. We don't know their goals, we don't know their motives. Got it. The Incarnate represents Saint Nerevar, that's us, a mythic force that has previously defeated Dagoth and Dagoth is obsessed with this threat. At the same time, they knew each other, knew he was a mortal man with faults and weaknesses, may have some hope of seducing or negotiating with Nerevar's reincarnation. When Nerevar and the Tribunal defeated Dagoth they were strong and allied. Now the Nerevrian and the Tribunal are weak, opposed, and divided. Okay. A recent timescale of Dagoth events, beginning, of course, before Second Era 882. Very recent. We're in the middle of Third Era year 400-something, guys. Can we maybe, when you say recent, can we have that on a mortal scale, please? Dagoth and his ash vampires awake refreshed in Second Era 882, emerge from Lower Red Mountain into the Heart Chamber. Dagoth ritually binds himself and his brethren as Heart Whites in a ritual of his own devising. Okay. First stages of construction of Second Numidium are begun by Heart Whites. Okay. Second Era 882. Okay, this is about the same time. Tribunal arrive at Red Mountain for annual ritual bathing in the Heart's power. Normal activity. Dagoth and ash vampires ambush the Tribunal. Tribunal is driven away, prevented from restoring themselves with Kagranak's tools. From then until now, intermittent Tribunal campaigns assault Red Mountain. It doesn't work out, I presume. Recruits sleepers and dreamers through dream sendings. Got it. Third Era 400 Kogarun, reoccupied by Dagoth Uthal and fortified as an advanced base for 6th House operations. I think we invaded that, right? Blight storms more frequent and widespread. Soul sickness spreads in regions close to Red Mountain. 410, 6th House bases found near Narmak and in waterfront areas of Vivec. 6th House operatives exploit smuggler operation. The guy who drew the MS Paint comic of Wario trying to get Mario to say fuck also designed characters for Deltarune Chapter 2. This is the most interesting bit of Elder Scrolls lore we've had in this session. Alright, Third Era 415. Small cells of 6th House cultists. This isn't gameplay. I'm sorry. Can I apologize real quick a second time since I already just said I'm sorry? This is nothing. This is just me reading. I've been doing this for the last, 20, 30 minutes? Christ, okay. Then they lost Keening and Sunder. Inner circle of the temple priesthood begins to suspect the tribunes have suffered seriously. I appreciate it, Sonny, but I've been wanting to swing a sword at things for like 10 minutes. Just point me at my guy. Just point me at the target. Third Era 426 to 427. Campaign of 6th House assassination of prominent Imperial citizens and Hlalu Imperial sympathizers. Noted with concern, Dagoth can apparently perceive and communicate directly through his cultists. Little is known about the features, scale, or stage completion of the Second Numidium. No one has gained entrance to the Heart Chamber since the Second Era 282. Pop-up, Pirouetting Floppy Disk, Ambulancer, and the Hacker. That's impressive. Keening and Sunder were captured, may substantially aid in Akulakon's reconstruction. Okay. Fourth thing, Nerevar at Red Mountain. The following is from the Apocrypha, the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. Ashlanders associate this tale with the telling of Alandro Sul, a shield companion of Nerevar. Okay. Many variant treatments of the story, but the primary elements are consistent. The murder of Nerevar, the tragic fate of Dagoth the profane source of the Tribunal's divine power, which are denied by temple doctrine as ignorant Ashlander superstition and not widely known amongst civilized Dunmer. Okay. Resdain was contested ground between the Chimer and the Dwemer. Yep. Two heroes, one from the Chimer and one from the Dwemer, made peace between their people and together ousted the alien invaders. That would be the Nords. These two heroes worked long and hard to maintain that peace thereafter. It didn't work out. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivec, told him to claim all Resdain for his own, but he would not listen, for he remembered his friendship with Dumak, until Dagoth arrived. House Dagoth had discovered the source of the profane and secret power of the Dwemer, the legendary heart of Lorkhan. Yep, one of their high priests, Kagranok, was building a new god so the Dwemer could claim Resdain for their own. The Tribunal Temple urged Nerevar again to make war on the... This is so much reading. Jesus Christ. Okay, you remember the bit where I said I would read this until I'm bored? I'm well past bored. Stand down, Nerevar, or I swear by the 15 and 1 golden tones I shall kill you and all your people. That's, I presume, Dagoth speaking? No, wait. Dumak, okay. Who knew nothing of Kagranok's new god, but was proud and protective as ever of his people. So, Dumak was defending them against Nerevar because Nerevar was speaking out against them, without regard for what exactly Nerevar was speaking out against. Oopsie. Whoops. And so the Chimer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress, yada yada. Dagoth slew Kagranok, took the tools the Dwemer used to tap the power of the heart, went to Nerevar and asked him what to do. Nerevar summoned Azura, and she showed them how to use the tools to separate the power of the heart from the Dwemer people. On the fields, the Tribunal and their armies watched as the Dwemer turned into dust all around them as their stolen immortality was taken away. Back in Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth... Actually, that's interesting. This interpretation is that the Dwemer had already siphoned the concept of immortality from the heart and had applied it to themselves writ large, and so by interfering with the heart, we disrupted that. That's interesting to me because, in particular, we've met a dwarf that's been alive from those days. Like, must have been, because no dwarves have existed to reproduce since those days. So, that might actually be true, that they had already gained immortality through the heart, and it wasn't them screwing with the heart that made them disappear. It was Nerevar disrupting their connection to the heart of Lorkhan that made them disappear. The only one that didn't disappear is still alive, right? So maybe there's something to that. Anyway, Nerevar tells Dagoth sit here with the tools, I'll go get my generals. Asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azura, but the Tribunal had become as greedy as Kagranok. They coveted the heart, made ritual as if to summon Azura, but Almalexia used poisoned candles, Sothasil used poisoned robes, and Vivek used poisoned invocations, and Nerevar was murdered. How the fuck do you die from poisoned robes? How's that happen? Is it like contact? Is it just a contact-induced poisoning? Like with a dagger, I get it, because that goes into the blood. The fuck do you mean poisoned robes, guys? Azura came forth anyway, cursed the Tribunal for their foul deeds. Okay. She would make sure Nerevar would come back. Tribunal laughed at her. Azura knew this would be true. It would be a long time before her powers might bring Nerevar back. Do you not eat your robes after you're done wearing them? I don't, Sonny. I don't do that. Do you? Greek myth about poisoned clothes that caused the wearer to burst into flames. I don't think that's how poison works. Greeks. Azura knew this would be true. Okay, what you've done here today is foul. So they changed. Otherwise someone else will. That's true, you do have moths to worry about. Azura changed the Chimer into Dunmer, and their skin turned ashen and their eyes into fire. I read a horror short story once as a kid about someone dying because of a poisoned yet unworn prom dress that wound up in a thrift store. That's... Why would the dress be poisoned? Let this mark remind you of your true selves, who, like ghouls, fed on the nobility, heroism, and trust of their king. Tribunal went into Red Mountain to meet with Dagoth Dagoth saw what had been done and tried to avenge the death of Nerevar to no avail. Driven off and thought dead, Tribunal found the tools. Through study of Kagranok's methods, turned themselves into gods. Thousands of years later, they are still the gods of Morrowind, and the old ways of worship are remembered only by a few, and the murder of Nerevar is known to still fewer. Okay, that's information. That's a lot of information. We'll be back here before the Morrowind playthrough is completely done, and we're going to kill Vivek, just so everyone's aware. Like, I know exactly how I'm going to do it. And it's so stupid, but it works. They are sneaky, you're right. Welcome to the chat, by the way. To defeat Dagoth Vivek says I must go to Red Mountain to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder from Gate Citadel of Veminal, then the artifact blade. Thank you for following. Destroy the enchantments on the heart of Lorkhan in Dagoth Citadel. Okay. Got it. Meanwhile, Colt says, I think the dress was poisoned by jealous girls or a disapproving parent or something, not liking this girl who was taking someone on a prom date. Ah. I mean, that does explain why it would be poisoned. Oh, and something, here's Wraithguard. Armor rating 189. Jesus Christ. What piece of armor is this? 189? Hey, streamer, press the BB button. Will do. $180. Let me. 189, 400 condition, massive value. Shield 10 points on self. Reflect 20% on self. Resist blight, disease, shock, fire, frost, magicka, and poison. Good God, why would I not? A 10k channel points redemption that spawns a VB. Oh, that would be pretty good. I can't lie. I'll look into that. Okay, but Wraithguard, seriously, what the fuck? That increases my overall armor rating by 6 points. And it's one gauntlet. That has more armor on it than my Cuirass. Why would I not want to have this equipped? That's so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm wearing this forever. Watch, it's gonna be like, it's poisoned. Oh god, oh fuck. Well, now that we've taken care of talking with Vivek and making plans to kill him, basically to his face, we've got Red Mountain to go to, and I probably should start looking into stuff to fucking deposit. Like, I need to look into a location to deposit shit, or at least start selling off things I don't need. I can't make it over that, okay. Can I make it over this? Not quite. Oh, there we go. All right, and then from here, nope. All right, I'm just gonna take the easy way around then. I don't even know if Ebonheart is where I'm trying to get. I need to get to Ghost Gate. That's step 1. Oh, I visited Odrasol and Veminal already, so I already know where those are. Apparently. I'll take it.
Spit it out or hit the road.
You know what? Travel. I guess. Hold on. Which one's the furthest north from here? Redarin, Foreign Quarter, Hlalu.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
I do. I just checked my map.
Yes, sir.
Could Monkey have a long walk back to Cubicle? That's probably not going to make any fucking sense to anyone that doesn't listen to Jonathan Colton. Or I should say didn't listen, at least. I haven't listened to his stuff in years. Is this even the right way? Is there even... Rest of sentence, please? Is there even a Silt Strider this way? Oh, hold on. Fish? Is it a fish? Is there a hostile fish? Do I hear a fish? There it is. Fucker. Get over here. Yeah, that's what you get. Oh, mud crabs. No, I said Jonathan Colton, not Colt, but hello. Should I maybe switch to my hammer for training purposes? May as well. I mean... What the fuck is happening? Someone's getting attacked. Someone was getting attacked. I think maybe they're dead. Please clunk. There we go. That mud crab is still after me. Got any fish? Any fish? Nothing? We good? We good on fish? The fish have learned to fear me. At last, they understand. Okay, so there is a silt strider here, thank God. With the money I've got, I should be able to buy some health potions back at Balmora before I take my... I don't know about relentless per se. Like, yeah, they don't stop being aggressive toward me, even though they really ought to. But
We make a special trip.
usually when I think of relentless, I think of actually dangerous. And they definitely aren't that. Is there an alchemist in here? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Fighters Guild. You can be relentlessly helpless. That's true. Let's grab some healing potions from the Fighters Guild before we set out. They don't have any. Okay, cool. Shit. You were given 1 billion cash, no strings attached, but a mud crab with the power to kill you is following you at all times. Does that not count as a string, Colt? Is that not a string attached? Where's the alchemist in this town?
Make it quick, Orc.
Bookseller? That's not it. Clearly that isn't it. Snail thing. Remind me? What are we talking about with a snail?
Spit it out or hit the road.
I don't think there's a mud crab Pokemon. I don't know if there needs to be one. I don't think there does. Do you have any potions, please? Cure disease? I don't need that. Cerdilic brandy? I don't need that. Oh, $1 billion, but a deadly snail is always following you and always knows where you are. That would be adorable. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. The snail kills you on the spot if it so much as touches you. Yeah, sometimes you just have to deal with that. It sucks, but that's how it is. I could sell the books. I should sell the books. What happened to my carry capacity? What the fuck? How did that happen? How did I... Did I buy something from them that I shouldn't have? Yeah, the Iron Greaves. I don't know how those got there. Alright. Make a fool of myself live on stream. Let's go. Can't be bothered to pay attention to any of what I'm actually doing. I need to get rid of something. There's only so many things I can get rid of. The Ebony Right Bracer weighs way more than the... Oh. Wow. You're taking that for not all your money. Color me shocked. Grieve it. Colt. Colt, don't do this to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Are these owned? You know what? If you'll pardon me for just a second, I want to check something. Container is flagged as owned. All objects removed from it are marked as stolen. Containers in Morrowind have a few attributes that can affect their usability. Many container objects, such as mushrooms or ebony veins, are marked as organic. Organic containers can have an additional attribute. Okay, that's for items you can't place in them. Okay. There exist no containers which respawn their contents and are not organic. Virtually any container is a safe storage place in the sense that no items will disappear from them after a few days. Okay. Save containers. I keep having to look this up. A few abandoned buildings where the containers don't reset where you can keep stuff. The most convenient one is St. Dellen North 1. Upper walkway of the St. Dellen Canton. You got a closet, a chest, plenty of shelf space to store things. There are no resetting containers in Morrowind. If you put an item in a container, it will still be there when you come take it out. However, there are many containers that are owned by NPCs. When you remove those items, they will change their ownership to that of the container's owner. They will be considered stolen, get arrested, and they will be confiscated. If the house owner is killed, the containers can sometimes become safe to use, but it is by no means the norm. Okay. I wonder, actually, since I'm sitting here in Balmora, I know you say no backseating, but I do know of the coolest little trader in the game. Oh, I know of the mud crab merchant, but I don't know where to find them. I've been hoping that that's maybe something I'd run across organically. Or are you talking about the scamp? I know about both of them. Okay, Sonny. Take your time. Yeah, the mud crab seems neat. I appreciate the idea of a mud crab somewhere in the game that's just got 10,000 gold on them. Sells booze. Cool. Hell yeah. Well, let's see if the stuff here in Caius's house is free storage. Doesn't seem like it is. Let's... Okay. So that one is owned, which means we can... Caius gave us his house. I'm bummed. It's not like Caius is going to be there anymore, but if we put stuff in there and then take it out later, it's all going to be marked as stolen. I have been handed a very nice piece of cheese. Give me a second. I need to indulge in this. Well, this crate isn't owned. I'm going to hope that this crate is safe to put stuff in and won't respawn stuff. That wasn't right. I feel like I'm gonna regret putting all this stuff in here. well hidden in a part of the map that doesn't have a lot there regarding questing, raiding dungeons, etc. Okay. I mean, I suppose if it's not likely I'm going to come across it, then it would benefit me to know where they are. Restore fatigue 10 to 30 points. I'm going to keep that. Restore fatigue seems handy. Frost damage on touch, not bad. Open 20 points. Maybe. You know what? Let's put all of these away. General area sounds really, really good. That sounds like exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you, by the way. Equal parts for being willing to divulge this information and for checking with me first to make sure it's actually something I'm okay hearing from a chat member. I appreciate that. Damage health on self, restore, resist magicka, shock, restore health 2 points for 30 seconds. That's... no. Let's, I guess... I feel like I need to keep putting stuff away. I'm down about as far as I can realistically get here. East from Vivek, among the islands along the southern coast. Okay, very cool. Hell yeah. Watcher's Belt, Sanctuary. Fortified Illusion, damage health on touch, poison on touch. I'm going to keep the rest of this stuff on me. Now, from there, what happens if I find a building to enter? Out. Check this again. Alright, well, I wonder if I can rename this. Probably better if I don't try. Well, that's weird. The crate has changed its name from crate 02 empty to crate 02 empty 000000000. Which I wonder, is that maybe the game designating it as something that has data in it, that has stuff to be stored? I hope I made the right choice. Mud Crab Adventures sounds like a Mimi Sonic mod. It does. It does. Well, I guess now it might behoove me to take a quick side trip to sell off some of the glass stuff I've collected. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the money once I have it, but I guess that's nothing I need to worry about immediately. East from Vivek, among the islands along the southern coast. This is, of course, assuming I even find the little devil.
Say what you want.
I'm not going to make this the whole stream, for anyone curious. I do want to make more story progress than just, okay, we talked with Vivek. Woohoo! I'd like to make it a little more than that, you know? Well, there's a mud crab. Probably not the merchant. Oh. Where's this fish? There's this fish. Well, that's clearly just a regular mud crab. Sorry, bud. You go back to sleep. Try to talk to every mud crab anyway. Of course I will. Who is grunting? Why is there combat happening somewhere in the distance? Is that just like a guard aggroing on the mud crab that's turned hostile or something? I presume you're also just a mud crab. Yep. Yeah, these guys are gonna follow me everywhere. Or at least close enough to everywhere. Now, you did say islands along the southern coast? Yes, you did say islands along the southern coast, and this is not the southern coast. Or no, wait, you mean the southern coast of Morrowind in general. Makes mud crabs teleport behind you when you're not looking. In general. Alright, well that gives me a very nice wide area to search. Only narrowed by the fact that you mentioned there was a small dungeon nearby. That didn't need to happen. I could have just walked away from that. I'm unforgivable. I saw you before you saw me. Can I hit the fish, please? Thank you. That doesn't even look like a slaughterfish. It's missing all its teeth. That one's a small suckerfish. What the fuck? There's so many fish in these waters. Who put these here? Did God do this? Bad news for God, I have a katana. Sometimes I just say things on stream and everyone has to deal with it. Well, that's clearly not a mud crab. Yeah, I heard you. Come on. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm the bastard. There's so many fish down here. Did you guys know there's fish in water? I didn't know that. What the fuck? You did not miss the butt kicking, although I don't think fish have butts to kick. Right now, I'm on the hunt for the mud crab merchant. I've been given a general location to check, but nowhere specific enough for me to know for sure. This little island makes me feel like maybe this is where the merchant is supposed to be. Are you friendly? No, you're not. Okay. Good to know. You have fun. I need to head that way. Unless they're on a really tiny island, but I doubt that. A tiny island would not be enough to house even a small dungeon. They're probably not going to be just sitting there. So of course I have to go and check anyway. Just a mud crab. Just a mud crab who has now turned hostile. That's a Nyx hound. Bonk. Huh. Well, that seems like a pretty small dungeon, just hypothetically speaking. There's a couple mud crabs on these islands, and a fish. Come on. You know you want to. Slaughter me, damn it. It's in your name. Can't do anything right. That's gonna see me. Yep. Hold, please, while I ready my katana. Hold, please, while I ready my steel blade of heaven. Is it you? Nope. Is it you? No. It's probably going to say something different from mud crab once I find it, right? I don't know why they just label the merchant mud crab. I mean, I guess it keeps the secret a little more secret, but how secret did they want the secret to secret? There's a fish. Here comes a fish. Here it comes. No, I'm not looking for a merchant cosplaying as a crab. I'm looking for a merchant that is a crab. It's not you. Well, that seems like a small dungeon. Guess it doesn't have to be a small dungeon. I don't know. We'll see. Imminently, as soon as I bash this poor bastard. Yeah, the mud crab merchant is actually the single wealthiest merchant in the entire game. You? It's not you. Is it you? I've never seen a mud crab swim. No, it's not you. You appear to just be hostile. Yep. A photorealistic what? For a moment I got my hopes up because that one had a different name, but diseased mud crab is probably not the merchant. Diseased is his first name. I see. It all makes sense. Oh! Oh, hold on. Okay, it's not you. I know what you're talking about. That was just a, either a bull or a Betty netch. A big ball thing leads me to think it might have been a Betty. Was it blue or was it brown? Because a Betty is brown. No, a Betty is blue, a bull is brown. That. Or that. Which one? Hi. Bye. This one. Okay. This one, I believe, is a bull netch. Let me just confirm. Bull netch, yep. They are, I believe, passive herd animal creatures. They can attack you if you attack them, but they won't aggro onto you otherwise. This one here is a little bitch. Yeah, no, I fucking hate netches now. I've turned evil. I've gone a full circle around this and haven't uncovered anything. So, let's just get the steel blade out, right? Item does not have enough charge. Let's get the pants out then. Yes, turned evil. Are you implying I'm already evil? It's incredibly rude of you. I'm a good person. Give the game like 30 seconds to introduce me to someone friendly. I'm going to say something mean. It's gotta happen. Statistically speaking, there has to be someone here. I mean, I don't know that we established evil necessarily, but we did establish I'm the alternate universe you're right. There's someone.
You risk your neck coming here.
I don't know you. What do you want? You're just a normal-ass person I can talk to.
Disgusting.
What the fuck? What do you mean, disgusting? Not a mud crab, kill it. That's a dead scamp. With an iron short sword, okay. That's another dead scamp. Here's a trio of people.
There it is again.
You guys
Speak quickly.
do anything? You're a warrior. You're a sorcerer. You're a warrior, okay? So I guess I'm not the first one to have... Why do the scamps all have short swords on them? Oh, this is big. This is a bigger one than I'm used to.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb?
I've come across a D&D trio. I'll start with the East Wing. Why not? Let me check to make sure chat paused due to scroll isn't screwing with my ability to read chat. Okay. Okay. Alright, hold on. I recognize these. A Winged Twilight. A Daedra in the service of Azura, if memory serves. And now it's dead. Take that, Azura. I don't owe you shit, I guess. For giving me back my ring. Oh. Fuck me. Well, that's clearly not where I killed it. But alright. This goes back to the... Or... Back to the... I don't know about back to the... No, not back. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. 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 Storm Astronaut. Can we kill it? Can we kill it? This guy poses no goddamn threat to me at all. Why the hell are these so easy for me to deal with? Flame... Who's this? Sheogorath? Looks like Sheogorath. Grand Soul Gem. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. I have no use for this at all. Let's grab it. And the money. And the chest is trapped and has a lock level 75, which I can't open. I'm not that good with locks. Unfortunately. That leads to the West Wing. And this leads to the Outer Shrine. Okay, haven't been to the West Wing yet. It's not a magical girl. Good joke, though. Rest until healed. What's going on over here? Will Jim turn to grief, Sid? Cave rat? Why can I ask this guy about cave rats? This one's a barbarian.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
This one's a sorcerer. There's probably something really good in that chest if I could, like, actually open it. Be cool if I could. Can you imagine being able to open a chest? Guys, what if you could open chests? Would that be fucked up or what? I've got to try, right? I think you're supposed to just admire them. Yeah, it's just here to be looked at. OP build opening chests. And then the obligatory joke about just taking my character's shirt off. Which, I guess, yeah, that'd do it. This isn't going to work at all. So, of course, I'm obliged to try. Oh, you know what? It's trapped. I should start with the trap. Let's get a probe. Go. And now we get an actual lockpick out. Equip the ring that improves our security. Lock too complex. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot, but I can't open it even with my best gear. And I don't have any spells high enough for it. So, I guess that's just it for this place. I'd love to know what's in that chest. It's probably something valuable. In any case, this is not... Why am I aggroed? Why is something aggroing onto me immediately, like the second I get out? What is happening here? Tell you what isn't happening here. The merchant isn't happening here. I should wait until... I can't wait until because enemies are nearby. Alright. Well, there was a fish. Fuck off. I'm trying to sell shit. Well, I'm trying to find the guy to sell shit to. I'm gonna be mad if that was, like, me accidentally shrugging off a Daedric artifact. Resting here is illegal. What the hell do you mean resting here is illegal? How is resting here illegal? Is it because of the Daedric Shrine? This is illegal, you know. It's aggroed onto me. Enemies are nearby. Yeah, okay. I recognize this one at least. Are you gonna come down or are you gonna make me come up? Who's gonna make me come up? That's Oblivion. That's Oblivion. I get the joke you're trying for, but that's an Oblivion quote. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. It could be Daggerfall. Are you? You're not. You're the reason I'm getting aggro music now. Fallout, Daggerfall. Yeah, no, you're right. It's Fable 2. Good work. You solved the mystery. Okay. That seems like a nothing environment. It's probably an endgame dungeon. I don't realize it. Nothing there. Such a good VA. That's very nice of you to say. That's very nice of you to say. Is this still chase music for the mud crab? Oh, there's a shipwreck over there. Can I even get there? Is there... Because there's like a border system in these games. I'm weirdly afraid of video game border systems, even when it's just a message that says you cannot go that way, turn back. Ow. What the fuck? Fuck off. Damn fish. How about you? You're just a mud crab, okay. We've had nothing but just a mud crab so far. I'm gonna be searching every single island in the game until I find the one that will buy this shit from me, and then I can do what I actually started this stream planning on doing. More like mud crap. Ha 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 ha! Colt did it. He got him. Oh, okay. This is a drag. Fuck off. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. I want to live. Get the fuck away from me. I have a hammer. You too. Get away. Oh, my blunt weapon skill went up. Hell yeah. And I started drowning. Hell no. Alright. They do kind of seem like shrimp a little bit, or octopi. Okay, I'm just equipping the sword to deal with you. Sword works way better for this. Speaking of sword works way better for this, you guys want to deal with me? Yeah, come down here. Come down here and say it to my face. Prelude Shipwreck Cabin. Lock level 40. Curious. You good? A very rapid fire series of footstep noises there. You alright? Can I open this without needing the ring, or is the ring not even going to be enough? Lock too complex, okay. But with the ring, lockpick failed. Lockpick success, there we go. That's what I like. Hello? Any loot in here? 100 gold. Good start. Anything else? Doesn't appear to be anything else. Oh, there's a... Yes. Oh, Jesus. I am being attacked. Nobody told me there were skelemans in here. I'm spooked. Is there another one? Sounds like there's another one. There's a lower level. Now I'm completely underwater. Oh, there's a ghost. Now there's no ghost. Here's the captain. A simple key. Interesting. Why is it called a simple key? Ow. Well, the key didn't go to that. Clearly. Restore health 10 points on self. Belf. Hello. Daedric Wakizashi. Okay. Alright. 12 to 25. 3 to 44. It's a short blade. That explains why. I have enough stuff that I need to sell already. I don't think I need to keep looking for more things to sell. Why the key? What's the key for? Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. May have been for the door I picked. You know, that's entirely possible. Oh, that's what's attacking me. It's a rat. I couldn't even see you. Sorry, bud. Bad day to be that particular rat, I guess. There's a lot of dregs around here. Colt is terminally Kingdom Hearts brained. Ha. I sympathize with you completely. Ah, thunderstorm. I think it's a thunderstorm anyway. It's a storm of some kind. We've got like a million more islets that we could still be checking here, huh? As far as hints go, just tell me, am I too far east at this point? Watch, I'll have been too far east this entire time. I needed to go this way. What else? What else is attacking me? Why am I still hearing combat music? East. It's not you. Because I have the chat. Oh, God, that's true. I can't really do much about that. Oh, I can drag this? What the fuck? I can drag this. I never knew. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. God, that would have been really handy. I am too far east. Okay, well, that actually... Oh, and it stays in place. Neat. Slightly inconvenient for navigating the screen, but I guess I could just rearrange stuff and that'd solve that problem. Alright, I'm too far east, though, which means... reasonably close-ish. That's good. Will you get out of here? I have things I'm trying to do. I sure hope my going live message didn't mention that I would be getting the Tools of Kagrenac at all, because at this rate, the culmination of this whole stream is just going to be me finding the goddamn merchant at long last. And, like, I'll take that. I'll be happy with that, but clearly I'm in no position to be getting the Tools of Kagrenac when the objective is all the way north. Good God. I don't know if they'll look different, but they won't attack us. The merchant is a friendly one. The only friendly mud crab in the game, as far as I'm aware. Unless there's like a charm creature spell, which I guess isn't impossible. Okay. Just looking for any oh! Dwarven Ruin. Again, not what I'm here for, but maybe worth investigating. Kind of going in a circle around any actual western islands, or more western islands. All mud crabs are friendly unless they're not. That's true. That's technically true. They don't attack me unless they aggro. Will you aggro? Holy shit! Holy shit! How dry I am. How dry I am. Nobody knows how dry I am. Hey, hi there. Let's make a deal. I got stuff. Lots. Here. See? See? Holy shit, am I glad to see you. Alright, do you want a dagger? He does want a dagger. Do you want boots? That's more than you can carry, but you know what? That's 10,000 gold if I just hit the max sale button. Fuck it. I don't need these. Do I? Do I wanna? Nah. Thank you, please come again. What do you think? Sheesh, I'm a mud crab. Sure, a mud crab, that's me. Pretty sure. I look like a mud crab, right? Must be. This is me talking, right? So I must be a talking mud crab, and I sell stuff, right? So I must be a talking mud crab merchant. Stands to reason, don't it? Talking mud crab merchant? Sure, that's what I said. A stutter or something? Talking mud crab merchant. Read my lips. Mouth parts. Read my mouth parts? Something ain't right. But never mind. Just one of life's little mysteries. So you can buy something or see your jawing all day. I just sold a lot of stuff. It's very mean of them to have just named you Mud Crab. Hey, what the heck just happened? Hold on. Just donated $20. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that gets me one more Oblivion mod, doesn't it? Is that counter going to update? It should. Crab voice. Crab voice. The Mud Crab gains. Let's name this. In all caps, so I remember right about where it is. And as a victory lap, let's go investigate this. Dwarven Ruin. Mod it so the entire game is just slightly link tinted? Pink. Nah, that one's... That's $20 toward the actual, like, Oblivion modding, so I'm gonna have to come up with another mod now, because I mean, obviously I had the one big overhaul, but surprise, there's only so many big overhauls I can actually think of. Maybe Oscuros. Fuck, do I want to do an Oscuros playthrough? Replace the map with Rufus Shinra Big Suit. Hard mode. Navigation impossible. Let's try this place out. Hello. Goodbye. I said goodbye. There we go. Turian spider. Mod needs to be mud crab. You know, I'm half tempted to find a mud crab themed mod. Top hats and monocles is not until Skyrim, though. And even that's a maybe. Okay, this is trapped. This is a ghost. With incredibly bad aim. Good work, guy. Playable mud crab. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Here's a probe. Let's get rid of the trap on this. 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 Let us get rid of the trap on this. Let's get rid... Jesus Christ! Wow! There goes one probe. Good thing I have like 20 more. Try this again, huh? There we go. First try. And how about this one? Trapped, 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 trapped. Come on. There we go. And my security skill went up. And this has a lock level of 10, which I'm pretty sure I'm qualified to handle. There we go. Let's see what's in here. 10 Dwemer coins. Yes, please. Nothing in the small ornate Dwemer chest. Cool. Shit ton of cogs that I can't carry and wouldn't be worth it if I could. And in the closet, a Dwarven War Axe, which I don't need. Thanks, game. Really making the most of my opportunities here. I need to re-equip a weapon so I don't try to lockpick the next Centurion I come across. No, Warhammer. Here's an emerald. Scrap metal, which I don't need. Ah. That's why I got the feeling I wasn't alone in this room. And yes, it was just a feeling. I'm frigging... I don't see things. It's weird that they kind of half melt like that. Are they rolling around on a balloon or something? How do you pronounce this even? Mazank? Mazank? These guys just getting stuck on a corner. the Centurion Spider. A diamond, an emerald, we'll take those. Another diamond. Ash salts, no. Another emerald. A lot of diamonds and emeralds in here. Yeah, Dwemer names, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce any of them. 25 years, though. God damn, that's impressive. Mzonk. I'm just gonna go with Mzonk. How about that? Oh, shit. Combat. Bloodshed. Or oil shed. Get rid of him. Destroy him. Remove him. You're still alive? No, you're not. That's them gone. Room cleared. Finally a ruby. Ebony, I'm not touching that. 10. Of raw glass, I am touching that. Perfectly safe. Good idea. Good ideas for chat. Stick your hand in a vat of raw glass. Whatever you do, do not do that. For fucking obvious reasons, I hope. Lock level 20 and trapped, okay. Let's start with this apprentice's lockpick. Builds up an immunity. I'm not sure it does. Instant success on that. Instant. You've never seen lockpicking strats this good. Please disarm it. Please disarm it. I was having a moment. There we go. Good enough for me. Bunch of Dwemer coins. A mug we can't use. Bucket. For the homestucks out there. Well, that was worth it. Like, genuinely, that was worth it taking that time to go find the mudcrab merchant just so I could offload some stuff. Rest until healed. There we go. I checked in there, right? That just leads... Daggerfall. Wow, you've been playing for a while. I didn't get started until Oblivion. Good on ya. I guess the quickest way back would be to Vivek. God, that's cool. That is cool as hell. Like, I know that today, Daggerfall and Arena are kind of considered to be glitchy as hell messes, but I just think it's neat finding someone that grew up with that. I say this as if you are an ancient and legendary relic. I apologize for that. I don't want to seem disrespectful under any circumstances here. If anything, me being a bit of a dork about this series, I hold some reverence for longtime fans. Need to turn in. All right, Colt, thank you for tuning in. Sleep well. Only 33. Okay. That's reasonable. Now 34 is where I'd start to say, hold on a minute. Turned 34 this year. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know why I'm being so mean all of a sudden. No, it is very cool, though, that I have someone here that grew up with Daggerfall as, like, their first Elder Scrolls game. Me being, relatively speaking, a rookie to the series, although I don't know how much that matters, relatively speaking, when we've had Skyrim for... Am I swimming faster? Did my swim speed go up? I know my athletics just went up. I don't know how much it matters me saying I'm a rookie for starting with Oblivion when we've had Skyrim for 10 years. Good God. mean, if you want to get technical, I guess we've had Skyrim and then also Skyrim and Skyrim, and I'm drowning. There we go. And Skyrim. How many more times are they going to re-release that? Are we going to get one, like... Figure Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, right? And then they still... Yeah, I did forget Skyrim. You're right. Shit. Figure Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, and then, like, 10 years from now, they still release... they still release a Skyrim double anniversary edition. Here's a question. Do you think they're going to put color back in Elder Scrolls 6, or do you think they forgot what that was? I'm probably... I haven't played Skyrim Special Edition, so maybe the coloration is actually better there, because I remember being pretty impressed by the graphics at the time. At least by the graphical upgrades at the time. Which, granted, low bar. Doesn't take much to make a better looking game than Skyrim 1. Forgot how to count past 5. Valve's curse, but slightly evolved. I cannot escape the righteous, you're right. 5 colors for Elder Scrolls 5.1. You think? That move only had 4 colors for Elder Scrolls 5? Let me think about it. Skyrim had gray, it had brown, it had yellow, it had white, unless white is just an offshoot of gray. Shit. We're getting pink as a bonus. About time. I say that as if the nebula overhead wasn't... Oh, like neon pink. Oh, shit. Elder Scrolls 6 is cyberpunk. Get hyped. 10 hours playing that shit. It was a huge improvement to Oblivion, but now I've mentioned it, it lacked color. Yeah, I'm a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to Elder Scrolls games. My opinion is that Oblivion was the best one out of the ones I've played. Obviously, it's a step down from Morrowind's storytelling. I'm not going to say Morrowind doesn't have great storytelling, because if you have the time to yourself to sit through all of it, there's a lot of interesting lore to be dug up. I've been kind of skimming through it over the course of this stream. Pales in comparison to how deep it actually gets if you're willing to look into it, but that's neither here nor there. But for Oblivion, what matters for me is the quest quality and the graphical quality, and I think just how colorful the world was and just how interesting some of the quests could get environmentally. Like, I've said this before, I'll say it a million times if I need to. I think the ultimate heist is like the pinnacle of quest design. That's my favorite quest in the whole franchise. I need to do Thieves Guild when we get to Oblivion. I need to do it. It's decided. I was going to do Dark Brotherhood for one and then Thieves Guild for the other, and now I know which is which. Dark Brotherhood will be Skyrim, not particular. Well... Okay, here's a problem that just occurred to me. I finished the Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim. I haven't finished the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. I've finished all the guilds in Oblivion.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to Balmora, thank you. First things first, let's check that crate, see if it's still got the stuff stored in it. Hopefully it does. It does. Take that as a good sign. Can we go to Caldera from here? Is there a Siltstrider path to Caldera from here? I feel like there shouldn't be, if there is. We can't go to Caldera, okay.
Where would you like to go?
So I guess we're walking then. Oh wait, Aldrune? Can I go to Aldrune? I can go to Aldrune. We're still walking, but not as much. Hooray! No, but where was I going with that? Oblivion, I absolutely love the quest design. I don't think Skyrim ever touched it by compare. So far, I haven't seen any quests in Morrowind that invoke the same kind of awe, which I understand to be a limitation of the technology at the time. I'm not saying, well, they should have just made Oblivion back when Morrowind was a thing. Why even bother with Morrowind? I understand they're working with what they had, and for what they had at the time, I'm not unimpressed with Morrowind. There are things about Morrowind that I have really come to love. The environmental design is neat. The story, obviously, huge for the time. Yeah, definitely. Hours-long escort quest I did. Yeah, I guess that is awe-inspiring in a way. No, but there's some environments here that I love. I do appreciate, let's start with this, right? The fact that we're not in just a boring-ass forest. Like, obviously there are forested areas, or at least grasslands here, but it's not just... the one thing I'm planning for Oblivion specifically is I'm planning on doing an environmental overhaul as part of the mods I'm installing, because I'm sick of Oblivion's just, like, boring forested areas. I need something with a little bit more flavor to it. The game mechanics were far beyond anything else around at the time. Interesting. Game mechanics are not a thing I would have factored into, like, how Morrowind was advanced for its time. I'm very curious now. Like, just the different major, minor, miscellaneous skills? About to ask how this cliff racer hadn't detected me yet, because, like, that's their whole thing. Keep on heading west, or not west, east. I'm bad with directions. Things like that. There were definitely great RPGs around back then. I will defer to your judgment on that one, because my experience on, like, circa early 2000s games is limited to stuff that decidedly does not qualify as RPGs. I'm talking like Blinks, for instance. I love Blinks. God, I need to figure out a time to do a Blinks the Time Sweeper stream. Oh, I guess as far as RPGs are concerned, RPGs quote-unquote Azuric Rise of Parathia, but that's not really anywhere near the same vein as this. That one was more of an action-adventure, I think. With some platforming thrown in, because you had to be a platformer. Every game was a platforming game at the time. Are you the one that's aggroed onto me right now? Yes, you are. Okay. That's fine. Take your time. Swoop in as thou wilt. I could probably just fly over this. I could totally just fly over this, but... eh. Probably no easily navigable terrain once I do. As if it'll be any easier when I get through the ghost fence. Or would it be through... yeah, the gate, not the fence. Hello, that's the fence. One thing I will perhaps needlessly say that I prefer in Oblivion compared to Morrowind is the fact that in Oblivion, when I swing a weapon at an enemy and I hit them, it actually hits them instead of just having a chance to hit. But I'm probably preaching to the choir on that one because, like, that's got to be the millionth time anyone has ever voiced that complaint, such as it was, and I have no one to blame but myself for having that complaint in the first place because there are definitely mods to get rid of that. I should... is this just going to close on its own? Let's assume it just closes on its own. Yeah, okay, there we go. Landfall. Slayer. Blighted rat, right? Yep. Okay. First, Sunder from Veminal. Second, Keening from Odrisal. So it's up this way first. This is a scamp, or... no, wait, okay, that's... oh god, I just realized.
Can't just bash your way through shit like Oblivion or Skyrim. You had to ensure what you were doing was valid based on skill. That's... I can understand that, but I feel like the skill is mostly just dependent on am I actually aiming at the thing. Okay,
don't... I'm just gonna get my Daedric Katana out. I feel like that's the quickest way to get rid of these guys. And I really need this guy gotten rid of. There we go. Lame Corpus. Wait, no, it's not the Corpus guys that are the issue. Those aren't the trouble for me. It's Bone Walkers that are what I should be scared of. They're the ones that can fuck up my stats. I will give them credit where it's due with regard to tabletop RPG mechanics, absolutely. Whether or not I enjoy tabletop RPG mechanics as far as the chance to miss stuff goes, I'm not particularly in favor of it, but as far as conveying a tabletop RPG in a video game, I won't deny for a second Morrowind does a very good job. I didn't kill him. I thought I did. May as well. It's difficult for me to say for sure where I would rank each of the 3 Elder Scrolls games I've actually played. Morrowind and Skyrim both have ups and downs compared to each other. Oblivion, I'm so biased toward Oblivion. Can I be blunt about it? I'm biased in favor of Oblivion because it was the first one I ever played, and I spent so much time playing it. God, these guys are creepy. Azure zombies don't have no faces. Not a fan. You know what? Give this game some credit, too. In that particular regard. The fact that there's... Can I please kill this guy quickly? Thank you. The fact that there's still enemies in this game that can unsettle me in appearance despite the dated graphics, pretty good. I mean, obviously they had to work around graphical limitations, so the priority was less make them look realistic, which never fucking works. That never works out. It was less make them look realistic and more make them look memorable. And boy howdy did they ever make them look memorable. This guy with his goddamn elephant trunk. That is not right. Now might be a good time for a health potion. If I've got one. I do. Okay. Oh, my hat broke. Fuck. Shit, even. Already, Dagoth claims another poor soul. Not just a walkthrough like Skyrim, you can stealth archer through the entire game without much of an issue is a little disappointing. Yeah. I can understand that. I get it. The fact that in this game, even at your best, sometimes you're going to miss a shot does lend a little bit of tension to combat that you wouldn't have in a game like Oblivion or Skyrim, where you're guaranteed to hit every shot as long as you can line it up properly. Plus, the fact that it's the computer, so to speak, determining whether or not you hit a shot means that the skill points you're putting into that do actually feel like they matter a bit, beyond just giving you, what's the term? Perks, I guess? Like, training up archery in Oblivion or Skyrim, it has benefits, but they're not as tangible as, oh, the number on my archery is higher, therefore I'm significantly more likely to hit the shots I'm actually making. I can totally get behind that as far as game design is concerned. Like, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If I have a complaint about a game, it's not just me going to be going, I don't like it. I'm going to have to back up my explanation, and I do my best to explain the benefits and drawbacks of systems that I like or don't like when it comes to basically any game I'm playing. So, me saying I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Morrowind's combat is not just me saying I prefer it when I can swing a sword and guarantee a hit, because Like, I can see the benefits and drawbacks to a system like this. I can. Now that you're actually inviting that conversation to be had, it occurs to me, and I'm sorry for rattling on for so long when I have things I should be doing that take higher priority, but I can totally see the benefit to having, say, your archery skill matter because it determines your chance to hit. That makes it feel more impactful than just, oh, I have 100 archery, now I can put points into the perk that makes me fire 2 arrows. And likewise, if you don't have to train up your archery to hit something, it makes it feel less impactful that you have that number so high. It's just a number to enlarge for the sake of enlarging it. If you're even thinking that far, in all likelihood, it's just going to boil down to, oh, I'm using a bow and my archery number gets bigger because of it. It's not my archery number is getting bigger so I can use the bow better. It's the other way around. And I feel, now that I'm thinking about it, like that's the wrong way to do it. So there is definitely some merit to a system like this. Usually when I play a game like this, I like to be able to swing through massive amounts of enemies is what it boils down to. I like having stuff fall before me effortlessly. I like feeling powerful in that particular regard. I'm stuck in... As I say this, I get myself stuck in a crevasse. I like feeling powerful. Thank God I have a levitation spell. You know, this would have been really nice in Oblivion or Skyrim. There's bound to be a couple of areas in those games where you can get stuck in the level geometry like that, and just being able to levitate out would be nice. Viminal, here we are. I don't want the bow equipped. Not yet, anyway. Point being, I definitely can't deny there's benefits to a system like this that make the gameplay feel like it's better impact. Is this... This is a bone fucker in it. I should be worried about this. Yeah, you just hit my strength, asshole. How you explained it is on the ball with Skyrim. I think they had a great balance in Oblivion with combat, but Skyrim was a bit of a letdown in that respect, as amazing as the game was. You know, I'm inclined to agree, yeah. Oh. A Dagoth guy. One of the higher-ranking members of Dagoth-Ur's army, I suppose. Dagoth dude, my sibling helpfully chimes in from the background. 2,000 value on that. Not that I know many people that have 2,000 gold just lying around, and I need to watch my carry capacity a little more than before, so maybe don't touch that. Yeah, bless them for trying to make Skyrim's perk system a little more interesting than Oblivion's. I do think they found some success there, but ultimately I still prefer Oblivion because... I don't know, just the fact that you have to get to certain milestones with your abilities in Oblivion incentivizes sticking with them for the long haul instead of just until you get to, say, 35 skill level and suddenly you have the only perk you actually wanted. I'm surprisingly invested in talking game design here. I didn't think I'd be putting this much thought into this stuff. I'm enjoying it. God, these guys look fucked up. The longer I think about it, the worse they are. Which I guess makes sense. That's like the whole point. Oh man, I'd love it if Elder Scrolls 6 took all 3 into account. Is it fair of me to say all 3 when there's 5 games in the mainline series? Is that fair? I feel like that's unfair. Oh. Fancy. I don't use these, but fancy. Then again, I don't know if there's a lot good to say about... Arena was just a dungeon type game. Okay. Alright. I already opened these. I don't know why I closed them behind me. It makes it much easier to tell that I've already been there if I leave them open. Yeah, take your time. There you go. It might be more than a dungeon dive game. I don't know. That was a little dramatic, and I love that it kept the door not quite fully open the whole time. Dude just really, really wanted to keep that door a little bit closed for as long as he could. An ash statue. Parchment with scrawlings. All cries are waking, whitest white of all white, blackest blacks of all blacks, shame and sun, sun and shadow, stronger than gods, brighter than mortals. Only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming, he knows the weight and the waiting. He enters into every star and moon, he shines through their shadows. One shape, one spelling, one wraith, one casting. From darkness he is armed, from light he is warded. He is all things, Drake, Lich, Theoman. On rivers of fire he comes forth. Through storms of dreams he rides. With slivers of steel he pierces the heart. All spells, powers, curses broken. The chains are shattered, the scales fall away. I see you with my eye, and all is silence. I wake, I remember, Lord. Okay. Normal writing. Left to my own devices, I could probably figure out what that's supposed to be, aside from just reverence for Dagoth-Ur. But I presume that's the focus, is that it's someone showing religious fervor for him. Need to take one of these, just to offset this a little bit. Take another. Yeah, you know what? This is the time to pop an exclusive. There we go. Probably overcompensated a little bit. Better to have and not need than need and not have, or something. Anyone in here? Y'all just chilling? Oh, hey. A Dremora Lord. Die. Quickly. Quicker than this, please. Oh my god, you're doing nothing with my health. Never mind. You take as much time as you need, bud. Take all the time in the world. I don't care. Dwarven Spear? Really? Wait, you couldn't even get... Like, okay, I know they don't outfit them with Dwemer... Not Dwemer. Daedric weapons, but... You know, you see a Dremora Lord, you figure it's going to be carrying something a little more intimidating than a Dwarven Spear. Dagoth Solar. A lot of Dagoths around here. I wonder why. Oh, this guy looks much, much tougher than what I've been facing so far. Yeah, here's Dagoth Vemin. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Dead. Hell yeah! Ooh, fancy stuff. Hey, there's Sunder. Blunt weapon, one-handed. Ooh. Oh my god, look at that chop and slash damage. Amulet of Heartheal? Heartheal? Heart Heal. Duh. Heart Heal. God. Levitate, shield, fortify strength, fortify hand-to-hand. Okay. I like that. I'll take that. 40 weight on this. Oh, boy. On the other hand, it is kind of an upgrade to my Orcish Warhammer, huh? So maybe it's time we say goodbye to the Orcish Warhammer. Yeah, no, weight notwithstanding, that is a pretty direct upgrade to what I've got. So, let's just give you that. My journal has been updated. I should hope so. Fancy looking altar. Is there anything hostile in here? Did I wipe them all out? Did I clean this place up? Oh, not quite. There's a Skelemans. Hold up, hold up. Skeletons are not enough of a threat to justify me using a sword. And I did just get a very fancy new blunt weapon to test out. Ah, Jesus. Why did I fall over? Sunner did that, right? Drain fatigue, 1 point on self. All right, I see. Well, have I played much, if any, of Elder Scrolls Online? Oh, that's an interesting question. I dabbled a little bit, but I completely lost the thread when it came to the main storyline. Like, I didn't really even try it because I was waiting on friends, and they never really got around to it. So instead, most of what I ended up doing was just like early game Thieves Guild stuff, running around pickpocketing guards, sometimes getting in trouble for it. And that was fun while it lasted, but for obvious reasons that did not carry the game for me, and I ended up giving up on it earlier than I at all should have. No current plans to go back. You have ascended to level 15. Today you suddenly realized the life you've been living, the punishment your body has taken. There are limits to what the body can do, and perhaps you have reached them. You've wondered what it is like to grow old. Well, now you know. That's not very encouraging. It is rich in lore. I'll definitely... Oh. Armor rating 43. 48. Okay, so what I have is still better. Absorb health on touch. Cast when used. Oh, that just means it's cast at all. I mean, I guess I could take it just in case, right? What the hell is up with my strength? Whoa, wait. Fortify strength 20 points. Holy shit. Sunder, you just became my new favorite weapon. Congratulations. I'm keeping this on me as long as I can. Yeah, but, the MMO being rich in lore, I do appreciate. That's one of the reasons I was interested in it, was not just because it dives into the lore, but because it starts diving into some of the really deep, really weird lore. A lot of time questing and learning the lore, I can appreciate that. Absolutely, I can appreciate that. The fact that they implement a Sermon 0 of Vivek and a 37th sermon, for one thing. I wonder if they actually got Michael Kirkbride involved in that. That would be cool. At the very least, I've already said it before that Sermon 0 contains a shout-out to Michael Kirkbride's weird little story, Coda, hidden in it. Okay, that was Veminal. Next, we need Odrosol, so... this, take a quick fly over. I do like seeing the different regions of Tamriel also. That's one thing I kind of loved about Elder Scrolls Online. My complaint, off the top of my head, I don't actually know where I was going with that train of thought. Never mind, I have no complaints about Elder Scrolls Online. Well, no, wait a minute. I think I remember reading at one point in the lore there are supposed to be these walking tree cities for the Bosmer, and they... obviously, I can only complain so much about this because this seems like it would be a terrible thing to try and implement, but the fact that they didn't include those at all is a bit of a letdown. They had a lore reason, granted, but it felt a little bit shoehorned in. Like, they needed an explanation, and they just came up with one on the spot, you know? But that's me trying to find a complaint for lore that ultimately I don't have a whole lot of complaints about. I feel like, if anything, I'd have reason to complain if I actually played the game, but having done so little in it, I feel like there's no room for me to really object, you know? Like, I can't complain about a game I've never played. Nor, unfortunately, can I do a whole lot of praising of a game I've never played. So, all I can say about Elder Scrolls Online, I tried it, I couldn't get into it myself, but I have nothing at all against it. Aside from the loot boxes, I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm not a big fan of that in any game that has them, so that's to be expected. Yeah, come here. I got a cool new hammer. Check this out. As soon as I hit you with it, bam, it's over. You're done. Go home. God, I love this thing. I love Sunder. Yeah, the crates that you have to buy that you aren't guaranteed any particular loot. Just like, if you're lucky, maybe you get the mount. Or if you're not lucky, maybe you just get, I don't know, a weapon pattern. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of gambling mechanics like those. Never have been. I say, nervously hiding the one time I bought $100 worth of loot boxes in 2 other games I used to play that I don't even play anymore behind my back. Though I guess the takeaway from that is less I'm not immune to propaganda and more I learned my lesson. $50 sunk into Overwatch for no skins that I really wanted. And then another, I would optimistically say 50, but I really can't know for sure, sunk into WildStar, where I got a very cool mount, which I then proceeded to never use before the game shut down. So I don't touch loot boxes anymore. Except for free ones. If I can get a free one, I'm not going to complain too much, but if it's something I'm expected to pay for, no thank you. At that point, I may as well just go to a casino. At least then I might actually have a payout. Oh my god, I love Sunder. They're gonna take this away from me by the time I'm done with the game, aren't they? Like, there's no way they just let me have a weapon this cool. It's funny, too, that it's such a tiny hammer and it's doing so much damage. What is agronomy still? Hold on. What's up? Is it a rat? Did I miss a rat somewhere? Eh. Got a mount out of 6 crates. That's really lucky. And yeah, folks spending hundreds of dollars on... Oh, it's probably you, isn't it? Folks spending $100 or several $100s on the crates is the whole reason I don't have any good things to say about them, because at the end of the day, they're trying to get folks into gambling in a way that isn't regulated. It just bugs me, because like that's the whole point, is to get as much money out of people as possible, regardless of the addiction you're getting them into. Slide down here. Oh, wow, the fuck are you? I've never encountered one of these. Should I be worried? Maybe save. And then just charge in. Not a thought in my head. Oh, yeah, you're right. I've got Sunder. I'm safe. That was nothing. Dwemer Training Academy. Don't mind if I do. What was that? What did y'all say? Hold on. Locked door. Give me a sec. I think I just got told to leave. I'm not gonna. This is riveting, isn't it? All this hopping around, bashing stuff with the world's tiniest hammer, and now I just have to take a moment and try and pick a lock. I'm going to become the Joker. I swear to God. There we go. Yeah, let's just practice on this one, because I need to get my security skill up, or, well, maybe not need, but want. Where's Sunder? There it is. halberd, dwarven spear, dwarven battle axe, dwarven claymore, dead dreamer. Dude had a burrito on him. Okay. I need to pull myself aside for a second here and say corpus meat is obviously not burritos, but it looks... Oh, Dwemer. I got real excited for a second because it looked like... You know, Dwemer and Daedric both start with D, so I got mixed up. I don't need these. I don't think. Anyway, corpus meat is very clearly not a burrito from all the lore we've got, but it looks just enough like one. Like the icon itself looks enough like a burrito that I just had to call it that. Had to, quote unquote. Here we go again with the door. Well, another one this time. I know I don't need to pick both of these for anyone that's inclined to say anything on that front. I can just open one and be done with it, but like I said, practice and security, may as well. Probably keep playing this save on my own time if I get invested enough in it. Oh yeah, there's still some guys around here. If I have gold, I'm wealthy. You look important. And now you look dead. Oh, he had a key. He had an amulet of Heartfire. Fortify agility, unarmored chameleon, fortify speed, fortify fatigue. Cool. Oh, interesting though. This is the guy I thought I was supposed to be coming here for. What the fuck just happened? Oh, okay, I lost your attention. Here for keening is what I was going to say. I know I am here for keening. Oh, golden... Okay, I do want to attack you, yes. This is ridiculous. It is absurd how powerful this hammer is. Orcish Tower Shield, Daedra Heart, don't mind if I do. Ebony Longsword, I don't need because I have a Daedra Katana, but I appreciate the gesture. It was very nice of you to deliver this to me. On purpose. You know what? This is the first time in a while that I've played Morrowind and time has actually flown by instead of feeling like it's kind of at a crawl. There's an upstairs that I'm forgetting. Right, is there an upstairs that I can, like, readily access? Probably have to go outside and around for it. Or... or I could just use my magic pants. That was never not going to sound weird. Which was kind of the point. Armor chest, nothing there. Found another guy currently playing this. Two-handed Daedra Katana. Strength is at 100. That sounds familiar. Mine is only one-handed, but my strength is also at 100. I should fight them. We must meet on the field. There can be only one. Oh, there's crossbows in here. That's new. Those weren't in Oblivion. And they weren't in Skyrim until, like, the most rudimentary version. Master's Armor. You know what? Master Armorer's Hammer? I'll get some mileage out of this. First order of business. Oh, geez. Yeah, I could use a lot of repairs right now. Please. Get my hat up. Thank you. Alright. Well, certainly not as much mileage as I would have liked to get out of it, but better than nothing. Is there anything else going on around here? Spears are neat. I haven't gotten a lot of mileage out of them, but am I correct to assume that they actually hit from further away? Very cool. Crossbows in Skyrim, they do actually have some in Skyrim via the Dawnguard DLC. Was this... Maybe he's got it somewhere else. Doesn't have it on his person in any case, which is surprising to me. The other guy definitely was carrying Sunder around with him everywhere, which... yeah. The DLCs for Skyrim were alright. I'll have more to say on those when we actually get to the Skyrim part of the playthrough. For now, what I can say is there are some moments in them that I hold in relatively high regard, but overall I don't quite think they compensate for the game itself being a little bit too inclined to date itself based purely on realism. That's, I think, the first issue I ever had with Skyrim, was that it focused a little too hard on trying to look real, instead of going for a more interesting art style. You know, like in Oblivion, here's the thing about Oblivion. It's got a lot of very snazzy-looking artistic textures for stuff. Morrowind, too, I've noticed. Very interesting stylization on the armor, that sort of thing. They're not really trying to make it look like it would protect you, whereas Skyrim... the ebony armor in Skyrim is a massive letdown without mods, because it's just black. It's just black. There's no gold on it anywhere. There's gold on it in Morrowind. There's gold on it in Oblivion. Why didn't they bring that back for Skyrim? I don't know. Am I missing something here? I mean, I'm pretty sure I am, but let's get some confirmation, I guess. Am I missing something? Something obvious? Potion of jump, I guess. I'm never going to use it, but why not? Pepper Keening. Still haven't done that yet. Is it supposed to be on him or something? Did I get Bethesda'd? Bet I got Bethesda'd. That, or I'm missing a door that's just like on an upper terrace that I didn't check, like maybe up there. Or this might not be a terrace at all, it might just be a roof. Hmm. God, it gets rid of a Daedroth in 2 hits. I love it. It's probably gonna break on me before I'm ready to say goodbye to it. And then I'll be completely out of luck. It's gotta be obvious, right? I'm missing something obvious. You know what? It's times like these I keep the guidebook right next to me for convenient, not wasting so much time trying to find an item situations. Let's see here. Morrowind main quests. Meet Vivek, already done. Vivek's plan. Cleaning. He gave me a key, and I never figured out where that key went. Duh. I did read something about a tower. I'm trying not to read too much more than that. Now I know there's a tower I'm supposed to be keeping an eye out for. Something the key is supposed to go toward. I mean, there's just a tower built into here. Could be. Probably not, but... They also mentioned a ladder, which is right fucking here. Okay. Ah, that's keening. There we go. Okay, short blade, one-handed, fortify magicka 50 points, health, attack, agility, speed, very nice. Take that. I don't have much in the way of short blade learned. But handy to have it. Obviously I need it, so I don't know why I'm just keeping my commentary limited to it's nice to have keening. Like, yeah, it really fucking is. No shit. How the hell were you still alive? You had like 1 point of health left. Okay, there's a rat. There's probably a much faster way up there. My pants are gonna run out of energy before I can actually get up to where I'm trying to go. It's a weird sentence, isn't it? And I'm not going to be able to finish this in time for the end of the stream, I don't think, either. I usually stop at 5. Sometimes I go to 6, but I'm not really feeling like going to 6 with this game. I never do. Yeah, sure, keep casting. See what good it does you. See what good it does you. I'm approaching very ow. Fuck, ow, don't do that. Ow, oof, owie. You're being mean to me. Cool statue. Alright, Dagoth, knock knock. Where you at? Oh, this is a good time for this song to be playing. Oh. Probably not there. Oh, right. crank to open the doors on the only intact pipe in the area. Yeah? Is that not open the... Oh, okay. All right. Oh! Okay. That seems kind of point of no return-ish, doesn't it? So I hit this. That opens this. Go through Dagoth outer facility. Might not be final yet, because this is the outer facility, and there's bound to be an inner one.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor.
Oh shit.
Come and look upon the heart and the Kulakhan. And bring Wraithguard. I have need of it.
First contact.
Come to the Heart Chamber. I wait for you there where we last met countless ages ago.
Well, I'll see if I can find the Heart Chamber for you. Dead Adventurer. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's no surprise. Steel Spark Mace. Nothing particularly impressive going on here. That guy. Weird that that enchantment effect just stays there instead of fading out. Is that just part of their corpse, or is that a visual bug? That was a pipe. That was not a thing with its back turned. That was a pipe. More raw glass.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
You welcome me, do you? For how long? How long will I be welcome for until you realize I'm not here to be your friend? Although a part of me, I guess, does wish I could be. Butt out. Get out of here. Steel quarter keg, nothing in it. Lightning shield potion, don't need it. Steel keg with a ruby. Another steel keg with a ruby. I don't really need to be looting all this stuff. I've got a job to do. You know what? Given we're now hearing dialogue from Dagoth, I might just keep playing until I hit main story completion, because I don't think I'm that far off. This is probably the final dungeon. Inner facility. Yeah, that sounds very grand finale.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Have you? And what a place it is, judging by the folks I'm finding in it. You know, it'd be neat if someday we got this game rewritten to really capitalize on the misfortune of this whole relationship, such as it is between Dagoth and Nerevar and the Tribunal. Demon Longbow. Yeah, I'll take that. Telvanni Dust Adept Helm. That's a cool name. Master's Probe. I feel like there could be more dialogue.
Bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
Cursed? Free them? What do you mean? I thought you were just against them out and out. I haven't done any of the house quest lines. No, I might look into those on my own time, but I wanted this to be mostly a main story playthrough. That makes sense, yeah. Demon Mace. Blood Feast Shield. Edgy. Very edgy. Imperial Chain. You know, I could take the Mace. Demon Gear is a good stopgap. And in case Sunder here stops being as effective somehow, I'm worried. They've given me so much power with just this one little mace. Like, look at that! That's a Greater Bonewalker gone in one hit. There is a lot of content, and I need to set a limit on how much of it I play, because regardless of whether or not I enjoy a game I'm playing, I don't want it to be the only thing I play on stream, you know? Imperial Dragon Scale Helm. That's fancy. I say that about a lot of stuff I don't pick up. Dwemer pieces and parts. Is there anything back here that I forgot to look at? No? No? Oh, right, there's this ladder here to the inner tower. Might check that out.
Welcome, Nerevar. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
I'm not sure I want to do that. Empire don't seem to be the worst guys ever. Not yet, anyway. I mean, that's not fair of me to say. I hope that guy wasn't expecting that he'd set a trap for me. Who is... Vorus Bethramo. Is this someone I'm supposed to... Probably not. I don't think I'm supposed to recognize this person. Full suit of glass, though. If I was looking for light armor, that's it. Got basically everything I need. But I'm not. 100 gold on a chair over here. Obviously, I could take some of the glass gear with me and eventually sell that to someone that's got a lot of money. But I'm not exactly starved for cash. 13,996 seems like a perfectly good number to me. And it's not like I can't come back here after I'm done. Now to the lower facility. I wonder how this is going to go. So funny to think I started this whole thing off wanting to see a Bone Lord and being afraid of how difficult they would be to fight. And then it turns out they're not. Bludgeon this guy. Oh, bludgeon this guy. Finish bludgeoning him, please. Thank you. He's drained my intelligence and my willpower. Oh no. Blood Ring. Fortify health, fire shield, resist fire, resist magicka, dispel 10 to 20%. They're really piling on the fancy loot here, huh? What's the catch?
Is this how you honor the sixth house and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
Not by stealth. You got it. I mean, I feel like I've made my presence pretty apparent so far. I think if any of your guys were still alive, they'd agree with me on that one. I'm not exactly hiding. And I don't exactly feel like I should be. Daedric Shortsword. Very cool. You walked in here with that. And you didn't survive? It's Daedric. Dude, what were you doing wrong? I mean, I guess they didn't have Sunder is what they were doing wrong. Shame on them. Makes sense all the good loot would be coming to me now. Yeah, that's true. Restore health. Oh, it's a shield. I think. It looks like a shield. 69 armor rating, too. Nice. Yeah, that's a shield. And it actually improves my armor rating over the shadow shield I had, so I guess I'll just stick with this. Almost forgot to loot the other containers in the area. Facility Cavern. Ooh. Hey, remember all those old dreams our character had about a man in a golden mask?
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
It began here, it will end here. Have you any parting words, or would you prefer to skip the speeches and get to our business? You are the challenger here, after all, so to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. Parting words. Now that you have come to me here, there can be but one result. Many times I have considered offering to share this place with you. I considered offering to accept your oath of service. You might try to buy my trust by giving me Wraithguard, Keening, and Sunder. I thought we might once again be friends, comrades, brothers in arms. But I have won this place and power by right of conquest, by right of daring and enterprise. I will not risk it to cunning and deceit. I offer you no deals. If you are my enemy, I cannot trust you. And even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. It will all be decided here. I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure, and I am vain enough that should I fall, I would wish to be remembered in my own words. So, if you have final questions you would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask you, if you would answer. My first question is, are you really Nerevar Reborn? Ooh. I guess by the ring I must fulfill the requirement, but in truth, I know no more than you do. What a world. Perhaps we shall never know. But as I have sympathy for you and the melancholy fate of all mortals, I shall weep for your death. My second question is, if you win, what do you plan to do with the power from the heart? Will you make yourself a god and establish a hierarchy, or a thearchy? Or will you complete a Kulakon and dispute control of Tamriel with the Septims? Or will you share the heart with your followers as I have, and breed a new race of divine immortals? See, I know what happened. I like this guy too. I'm impressed. I didn't expect much to come of interacting with Dagoth but I like these questions he's asking me. I will say, from a role-playing perspective, I think questions like these should be sprinkled throughout the story instead of dumped on me at the end, but I like that they've got Dagoth here to ask you questions about who your character is, you know? As for this one, I have no followers to speak of, Dagoth and no desire to become a god for myself. But there is merit to your concept of a Kulakon. I cannot lay claim to Tamriel with it. Hey rookie, you tuned in just in time. I'm speaking with the final boss right now. I have no intent to dispute control of Tamriel, but I may find a use for a Kulakon in the days to come. A noble ambition, and anyone who would make war upon the Septims should be my friend. A pity we cannot trust one another as allies. My final question is, if I had offered to let you join me, would you have surrendered Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to me to seal your oath? Perhaps, with the right guarantees. Since it hardly matters, let me assure you, there are no guarantees that would help you once I had my hand on these fools. Pity I didn't try to bargain with you. It might have made things so much easier. But now, if you have any questions, ask them. Otherwise, you are the challenger. I await your first blow. What are your questions? What happened to the Dwemer? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have been denied the opportunity to study Wraithguard, and I am not sure how much of Kagranak's lore was invested in his tools and how much was in his own sorcery and mastery. I have long studied Kagranak and have come to admire his wisdom and his craft. Someday, after the campaigns of the Sixth House are secure, I hope to have time to dedicate to this mystery. What else? Why are you building a Kulakon? A Kulakon will serve 3 purposes. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Vardenfell, then Morrowind, and then, perhaps, the rest of Tamriel. Second, it will serve as a sower and cultivator of the divine substance derived from the heart. 3, it will serve as the prominent banner and symbol of our cause, to defy the Empire, to liberate mortals from ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. What is your plan for the Dunmer? I will free the Dunmer from the imperial yoke and cast down the false gods of the temple. I will lead them out of their ancient superstitions and gift them with intimate knowledge of the divine. Then perhaps, when Morrowind is once again restored to its ancient glories, it will be time to consider whether the Dunmer should cultivate ambitions of empire. What about the Sixth House? The Sixth House will serve as the elite cadre of our movement. As cultists evolve through various stages of enlightenment, they will become, as suits their abilities, either holy warriors or priests. Their duty is to prepare themselves for service. Their joy and liberation is to enter ever more deeply into the profound enlightenment of the divine dream world. What about the heart? I will continue to draw divine power from the heart and distribute it to my kin and followers. I will continue to broadcast divine power upon the blight winds, so that it will touch each soul on Vardenfell, and then more broadly across the waters to the rest of Morrowind and Tamriel. In time, every mortal in Tamriel shall feel the liberating contact with the divine. The people you've hurt in the process of doing all this, the mortals you've tampered with, I've seen their forms, the mutants you make of them. How do you justify that? If by my crimes you mean the inevitable suffering and destruction caused by war, then I accept the burden of leadership. The Sixth House cannot be restored without war. Enlightenment cannot grow without the risk of upsetting the tradition-bound and complacent herd. And the mongrel armies of the Empire cannot be expelled from Morrowind without bloodshed. As I have charity and compassion, I grieve. But our mission is just and noble. I believe you have no more questions for me, Nerevar, if that be your title, your significance. Indeed. Defend yourself. Very well. If you are impatient to begin, go ahead. You are the challenger, and to you goes the first blow. Oh, wow. Whoa, that was a lot of melee damage all at once. Shit. Exclusive restore health, please. Oh, jeez, okay. That... yeah, alright. That's about what I expected. I need to make sure he doesn't get too many hits in. That's more like it. And yet... so underwhelming a victory. Is there a catch?
What a fool you I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Boldly said, sir. Dreamer worker. Yeah, bold is a good word for it. Oh my god, he's still coming. Run. Holy shit, run. He's not fucking around either. Did you see how quick he was coming? He's probably still on his way, and I shouldn't be stopping to look at stuff that I may or may not even be able to loot. Well, if it's the heart that's powering his divinity... Oh shit, what was the order? Thank goodness everything stops when I check my journal. Sunder once, then more than once with Keening. Sunder. Keening. Where's Keening? Come on. Where is it? There it is. And let's just get a couple of health potions going, because I'm not liking how my health looks.
What are you doing?
Ah, shit.
What are you doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end.
Shit.
The bitter end.
Fuck. Alright. Well, at least I know what I have to do. I can definitely get there quicker.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
It is very funny to imagine that he just stops and waits for me to finish reading.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end.
Oh my god, he was right behind me, huh? Let's see if we can kill him before he kills us. Oh, I wish I had the Jink Blade with me. This is a very loud rumbling sound. I don't like how much damage he does per melee hit. I really don't like how much damage he does per melee hit. Alright.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. What are you doing? Come, stop! Lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy to end.
My health ain't looking good. Shit. God, okay, this is...
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape.
How does he get down there so quickly? Hold on. I'm gonna...
Lay down.
I'm gonna reload and actually watch him as I go down this time. I want to see how he's doing that.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
He just appears. He just appears on it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool!
He's too close.
Stop! This is the end.
Okay, I've got health. No I don't. Okay. This is... God, if I only had that exclusive still. Maybe... I'm gonna need to lay it all on the line here, aren't I? Is it time? Surely not. Surely not.
What a fool you are.
Okay.
I'm
I
a
need to be
god.
quick, so
How can
let's
you kill a
start by
god?
swapping for
What a
the Steel Blade
grand
of
and
Heaven.
intoxicating innocence.
And I'm stuck on a...
How could you be so naive? There is no escape.
There's your Bethesda
No
moment.
recall or intervention.
I'm stuck on a pipe. I jump off to the right and get stuck on a pipe. There's your Bethesda moment. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be trouble. I guess, in that case, I need to have the pants at the ready.
What a fool you are. I'm a god.
Dodge his
How
first
can you
spell.
kill a god?
Dodge his second spell.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so
That's fine.
naive?
We
There
take
is no
those.
escape. No recall or intervention can work in this
Scroll of
place.
healing.
Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late. What are you doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end.
Swap back to Sunder.
Bitter end.
Fortify health potion. Restore fatigue. And die. Jesus.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Is he fucking stuck on geometry now? I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh shit. He's gonna appear on the bridge behind me, isn't he? I've got the hammer equipped. What am I doing? Okay. Now, keening.
What are you doing?
Yep, there
What are
he
you
is.
doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end. The bitter, bitter end.
Bitter end indeed, but for who? Oh. That's why I'm losing so much health. Because keening gives me more health. Hell. Alright. Bring chat. Ow. Ow.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and
Okay, but we at least know there's really not a whole lot I
How
can
could you
do.
be so naive? There is no escape. No
'Cause he just
recall or
appears behind me
intervention
like
can work
that.
in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
This feels a little cheap, but I do need the breathing room, so fuck it, right? Uh, I don't want to do this. Oh my god, if I do it now, he's just gonna die to the lava. Dude, that sucks.
Hi! How you doing? You having a good bath? I can't end him. This shield makes him invincible. And yet, the minute I break the heart, he's just gonna start taking damage from the lava. This blows! Oh my god. Okay, but that did sort of give me something to work with. I just need a little bit of... I mean, it rules, yeah. It's hilarious, but it's definitely not what I want.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you
Alley-oop.
kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come,
There he is.
lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Get him to try and backtrack a bit. And this time not go in the lava to do it. Come on. I'm hidden. Equip Keening.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end. The bitter,
Switch to Sunder. Take some health damage, that's fine. What I want right now is a Restore Fatigue Potion. Ow! Fuck, ow. Owie. Hold on. Dude, time out. Time out. Dude, time out. Oh my god. I should have just, like, kept the backup save of the lava.
What
Oh well.
a fool you are.
Alley-oop.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Ow.
How could
No,
you
wait.
be so naive?
Okay, he's still-
There is no escape.
He's down there still.
No recall or intervention can work in this
Okay,
place.
he's backing
Come,
off. He's giving me
lay
a little
down your
breathing room.
weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Because we're here, and I don't want to have to back out just to level up so I can deal with this properly.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down
My
your weapons. It is
God,
not
that
too
takes out a
late
lot of
for my
health.
mercy.
Do I have anything that can, like, quickly and easily heal me here? Hey, why have I not been using these? Why have I not been using the incredibly fancy items I've been picking up the whole time? I probably could trick him into the lava, but it feels like such a cop-out. Do I have anything good? Yes. Yes, I do. I have a Scroll of Healing. That's not really ideal, but it's better than nothing. Not that it's going to matter. So step one, hit the heart. Finish my current attack before starting a new one. Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fool! Stop! This is the end. The bitter.
Okay. The heart's down. My health is up. A chunk gets taken out because I unequipped Sunder. Now... Oh. Or not Sunder, Keening. This feels like a cop-out, too. Did that do it? Hello? Hello? My sibling is suggesting I go back across the bridge. Oh. Yep, that'll do it. I'm not happy with this. I'm sorry. I'm reloading from a previous save. I'm gonna have him at least chasing me around.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand
here.
and intoxicating innocence. How could you be
Just
so
according to
naive?
Kaikaku.
There's no escape. No
Or
recall
Keikaku,
or
I guess.
intervention can work in this place. Come,
Hit that.
lay down your weapons.
Swap to
It
this.
is not too
What are you
late.
doing,
What are you
man?
doing? Stop! This is the end.
Okay.
Bitter, bitter.
Now we've got him on the ropes. Switch to this. And because I realized I have a scroll that can actually help me here. Scroll of Warrior's Blessing. That's more like it. That's what I want. I wanted him to actually be in a position where he was attacking me the entire time. I will take that one. This one I will take. This one's a win. This one's a genuine win. So now the second false god falls to pieces. With the heart of Lord Khan destroyed, please ignore the one that was spawning there. Wow. Yeah, that's just like supremely fucked, huh? It's alright, it was mechanical. Did I win or what? Did I win? Hello? Sibling is suggesting I just leave now. Neither of us have played this game before, but they're providing handy tech support in the background. They've worked so far. I see no reason to believe... I'm just gonna fly up, right? I have the pants. Provided I don't fall into lava. Wouldn't that be the most unceremonious way for this to end? Come on. Come on, okay. Do I need to kill his henchman? No, wait, there's a valve right there. Please. Oh, but the disturbance triggered an earthquake and I had to flee for my life. Hello.
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The doomed Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction, the god's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
Okay. Ring of Azura. Night Eye 20 points on self. Restore fatigue 3 points on self. Nice. It is a bit of an underwhelming end because now we still have to walk back out, but we just beat Morrowind. I guess to be fair, basically every other Elder Scrolls game is similarly unceremonious in its ending. No better way to let the story continue than to just put you back where you were, I guess. Out of my fucking way. Do you know who I am? To you and to your master, Dagoth-Ur? I just killed Dagoth-Ur. And also, I just destroyed the heart of Lorkhan, which I sure hope doesn't have any long-lasting consequences on the rest of the land. That's probably fine. Oh my god. The sun's out. There's no ash storm now. It's all sunny. How about that? That seems like a decent stopping place. Yeah. That's a good place to stop for now, I think. Okay, so, with Morrowind now freed from Dagoth-Ur and Azura's blessing given for one final time, we've made our way outside of Dagoth-Ur's sanctum, and for all intents and purposes, we are officially safe. Just gotta ask real quick, the audio's not doubling up or anything. Hold on, let me ask real quick. The audio's not doubling up or anything. Hold on, let me ask real quick. The audio's not doubling. Oh, this is gonna be a mess real fast. The audio's not doubling. Oh, this is gonna be a mess real fast. The audio's not doubling. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. Alright, it's fine. Sorry about that. I had to make sure real quick because the audio mixer says that both BGM, outro, and desktop audio are on right now, and it seems like they're both reacting to the music I'm playing in tandem, and that usually means that it's doubling up. So, sincerest apologies for the havoc there, but we did it! We beat Morrowind's main story! After, God, what, 15 episodes of this? Now we just have the DLC! There's 2 DLC packs, and then we'll be on to Oblivion. But, that's all the time we have for this stream, folks. Thank you all very much for attending. My next stream is going to be, let me think about it, January 16th, 2022 at 2 p.m. Pacific. That is this Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing who all shows up. Before we go, the usual plugs. First, the stream archives where I try to upload, 10,869 what could possibly go wrongs later. We finally had a weapon that answers that question with a resounding nothing. Unless we're fighting Dagoth-Ur, in which case, good God, he hit like a truck. Anyway, first, the stream archives, where I try to upload all my previous streams within an hour of the streams themselves finishing. You can find it on YouTube at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives. That's Strawbunny Slime, all one word, or for convenience, just follow that link. Second, if you want to stay up to date on when a stream is going live, or just chat with other streamgoers between episodes, I have a couple of options. For the chattier folks, there's an announcement Discord where you can hang out with other chat members. Link is right here. That should be usable forever, but I'm going to keep updating it anyway, just in case. If Discord's not your style, you might instead consider following us on our official stream Twitter at StrawBunnySlime right here. Third and finally, brief intermission from the money zone. If you want to send a little money my way and unlock some extra emotes, consider subscribing. A tier 1 sub is $4.99 a month and gets you access to the CogChamp, Straw Shade, and all new Shad Ew emotes. I'm still considering tweaking that one, that's why it's not up on the screen right now. If you can't commit to a sub, consider donating. The button is on my About page right here on Twitch. From now until the start of the Oblivion playthrough, every $20 I get adds one big mod to the Oblivion playthrough itself. The reason I'm making it that expensive is because Oblivion likes to crash if it's too heavily modded. End Money Zone. that'll do it for this stream. Thank you all again for attending. Hope to see you at the next one. Once again, that's on January 16th, this Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Until then, I'm Strawbunny Slime. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And the ending of the words is Almsavie. Why not, right?